I got a thing for Nico. Don't worry about it. We're good. All right, everybody here. Everybody ready to get going?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we'll do a quick recap. Last session 2 weeks ago, it was a shopping episode, and so not a whole lot happened. But we did learn a couple pieces of information. Let's see if I can go back in order. The first thing you guys did was you went to the Wonder Dark, which is a magic shop, ran by a cranky old drow named Yaza, who really believed that you should stay in the back and not fuss with all this frontline fighting. This is for simpletons. You're casting magic. You must be intelligent and keep yourself safe. That's kind of what his whole deal was. Got a couple of magic items, discovered the location and identity of another zodiac artifact, though you chose not to pick it up at this time. Some talk was had that perhaps if you brought all of them together, something would happen. Nobody knows what that is. Um, worth remembering, perhaps. And also that usage of them grows their power in one way or another. Though we have not yet witnessed this with the ones that we currently have. Then
Sorry.
Suma went to a jeweler and started making a ring, which was crazy. So I'm assuming you're gonna have to go pick that up at some point before you guys leave. Ran into that girl who's like fangirling about Alok earlier, and you were like, "Oh yeah, she's at the tavern," and then she showed up later to haggle Ruby. Went to an apothecary, got really good hearing for a little while. Um, there was a babushka there. He had like made you guys some really awful stew. Saved the flask for Suma, but I don't think Suma partook because it was at a fancy dinner, and you don't want to be drinking soup out of a flask at a nice dinner. Um, uh, Suma and Zisha sparred for a bit. Um, it was revealed that that one like acolyte priestess trainee that Yeska impersonated was dead. Um, presumably Yeska killed her, took her clothes and whatnot, so that she could make a flashy entrance in Ruby's room. What else? Gallet went into an alleyway, had to do a little secret password at a door, a side door, to get some news, and learned that in Kalsana, currently there is a creature, an Illithid, who has taken to calling himself the Pale King. Has apparently set up shop there and is kind of controlling that area with kind of a lot of people behind him, supporting him, perhaps blackmailed into supporting him. And also learned that presumably the floating island of Lagan was destroyed or somehow ruined or attacked, presumably by the Red Wraith. Following that, we got a nice dinner scene in which you guys bantered with Zisha, did a little bit of play fighting, and then you guys went back to your rooms. And actually, we're going to start in the morning. Everybody's waking up, getting their things together, but one of you wakes up a lot earlier than everybody else. Alok. It's dark still when you wake up. You kind of stir awake, kind of out of surprise. Something it's like in your sleep. Your ears caught the sound of something shifting in your room. Your eyes flicker open to a red glow by your chest. You glance down.
Oh shit.
Your amulet is glowing a vibrant blood red. And you are able to catch the wispy trail of it. You're kind of like on your side, like you just woke up, apparently having like a fitful dream. You're like turned to one side of the room, perhaps facing the window, with the lights from the city kind of still pouring in. You trace that little trail of red wispy magic from your amulet. You turn, and you see a figure sitting on your bed.
Oh, okay.
The devil that had appeared through the gate that was
Oh,
summoned previously.
that answers my question. Okay.
Still eyes, still blurry. But then seeing this figure jolting you with adrenaline very suddenly, you see he turns. He says, "Hi, sorry to drop in all without even saying, I usually like announcing. Um, this isn't a you and me thing. This is not really related to that at all. I just had to take care of something." And you see, like, he shifts, turns away, and you see against the wall is a bloody corpse. Pinned to the wall with the staff, the wooden staff that this devil had been kind of carrying, you see the bloody and presumably dead body of the acolyte girl who showed you into this room beforehand. Suspended in the air, pinned to this thing with surprising force. And in the corner, the open gate that had been opened by your amulet, presumably in your sleep, or perhaps this was the devil has the ability to do this when he chooses.
A lot to unpack there, man. What a way to start. Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Morning.
really. Good morning. Oh man, what the hell? I think like when he started talking, even while like Alok was still like blurry-eyed and waking up, if he recognized what was at the end of his bed, he would have like immediately like ducked out of the bed and like rolled out.
Yeah.
To get away. But I think seeing the dead body, he's just in shock now. I don't really think he can. Like, I think he's like paralyzed by fear.
The devil looks towards you. He says, "I'm not gonna hurt you. I really just came to drop her off." Really livens up the room, you know? Or I guess the opposite of livens, whatever that
Why?
might
Why?
be.
Why did you do this?
Well, if you must know, she broke a rule. Or, well, really, somebody told her to break a rule. I'm sure she didn't know any better. But rules are rules. In the same way that I have to play by rules, so do other players in this little arrangement. So, this is less of a threat and more of a consequence, because actions have consequence. And when you see Telmore Pal, you should remind them that actions have consequences.
She was innocent. This makes no sense. Why? He'll think for a second like, oh yeah, it's a devil, right? But he'll just think and stare off.
Well, now that this business is adjourned,
Any weapons nearby? Do I have like a dagger? Do I have my rapier?
I'm assuming you have your stuff nearby.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably nearby. I don't know. I'll say like
You for sure can grab your weapon if that's.
I'll grab my rapier
intent.
and I'll just hold it up towards him. I'll say, there must be a better reason. You must have a reason for done. Oh man, and he's stuttering and flustered, but he's holding like the rapier up towards him, pointed
He
at
goes,
him.
"Ah, oh, oh." You're not gonna kill me. Come on. This isn't between us. This has nothing to do with you. It just happens to be your room.
Can I try to close the portal?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
I
need
want
to
to
my
keep him in your room?
I mean, I don't know. I'm mad. He just fucking killed someone that was innocent. I don't know. Alok wouldn't like that. Oh, what am I rolling?
Let's see. I'm not even roll 20 yet. Fucking frazzled.
Nice. Oh, you are,
so
huh?
I was like, this first part is like all talking. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I'm
and
starting
give
combat.
me. Go ahead and give me. We'll say a charisma check.
Charisma check or saving throw or
No.
Just a check.
You got
As
this.
in, not like you're trying to tell the portal, but like from your sense of self. Like,
yeah, I got you.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
A 19.
I'm charismatic, I
You
guess.
reach out. In this moment, I think there's a part of
Close.
you that
Okay.
clicks in. You command it to close, and it. The rift kind of from both ends crumples upon itself, and then shuts off. You see the devil looks back at it, then to you, and he says, "Oh, it's my ride. What are you doing?"
Alok is like, shit, what am I doing? He's scared. he starts to like back up still with the rapier pointed at him. He goes, you can't get away with this. You murdered someone. Like, I guess friend? I don't know.
That's what people do. They murder each other. You've been
That's
doing
not-
it for countless of aeons. Tell me, what's
Doesn't make it
got
right.
you so ruffled? You didn't care about her. You didn't even know her name. You didn't even ask, actually. She
Alok
meant
thinks on that.
nothing to you. It's just another life.
Well, I didn't like not ask because I didn't care. I just kind of forgot. I'm very forgetful.
No. Yeah. That's understandable. And let me tell you, in a few days, everyone else is gonna forget her too. Just another person gone missing in a time of great conflict.
And
No
if-
harm was done here.
And if my friends in the rooms nearby were to help me kill you, would the devils notice you gone? Would they care?
You got a lot of anger in you. I like that.
Not really anger, more
Righteousness.
I don't know, that's a weird word to use. Maybe just annoyance with people that do bad things.
People that do bad things.
Or things that do bad things.
Well, if that's the case, you see he grabs his staff. The second it reaches over sideways, and you see that his arm like elongates towards it, and then just like with a squelch pulls it out of the girl. Her corpse slides down against the wall with force. He takes the tip of it and just kind of withdraws his arm back to its normal proportions, and with the bloody tip, just kind of draws a line in the air, the blood hanging there, and it opens another rift. He sets the staff down on the ground, and he says, "There might be a time where you and I will fight each other." I hate that word. It sounds so aggressive. There will
And
be a
murder
time.
isn't?
Oh, murder. Afterlives are real. What's the harm in leaving a plane for a little bit? Not too hard. Not too bad. Mortals get very, very anal about this kind of
Well,
stuff.
surely you wouldn't mind leaving your plane a bit longer. Can I try to close the portal again?
You sense that this is not one that your amulet created.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So this one will be a lot more difficult.
Oh, I can try.
But you can try.
More difficult.
you got this. Alok's the strongest right now.
I'll just roll a 20. It's fine. What is it, charisma?
Yeah.
I'll roll a 20. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You did
I'm
it.
I'm hacking actually. My bad.
You, that's the coolest fucking called nat 20 I've ever seen. You, tell me, I think what goes through Alok's, like, mind and heart as he shuts the second one?
Man, I think he tries, like, I guess kind of out of anger, like you said, but, like, just pure willpower tries to close this with all his might, and he tries to, like, summon holy power, but, you know, he can't because he's fallen. So I think he actually would go into his necrotic shroud form. Or
Ooh, that's a save, right? Or be frightened?
it's for fear, yeah. I can link it.
Man, Man, Alok's doing all this sick stuff when everyone's sleeping.
Yeah.
No one will
So
believe
Yeah.
him. No one will believe
you've never actually done this before
I
in
haven't.
game, not in front of anybody. So what does this look like when Alok enters
Yeah.
this form?
Man, I had this whole description ready for when I did it with everybody around, but what did I write? I wrote this so long ago. Basically, one of his eyes turns like bright white, and then like kind of dims down to gray, and a lot of like a I guess gray like smoke starts to like seep out of it, and it flows down to his weapon, and like envelops his arm in its weapon. And his eyes are, well, one eye is like the gray, and the other one is normal. Basically,
You and do you are you doing the wings too?
oh yeah, right. Sorry, I forgot about the wings. Uh, the wings are solid black with wisps of spectral energy flowing off, like the gray energy flowing off of them.
Like a blast of kind of like energy kind of boom courses through the room as you enter this form, and you see the devil goes, "Huh, look at you, resplendent. You want to kill me, don't you?"
Since I opened my eyes, yeah. Since I last saw you.
You see, he walks closer to you until the rapier is like at his throat, and he says, "Then do it."
I gotta think.
You've never killed anyone before, have you?
I've never killed a person before. I don't think you really count as a person though. And I'm gonna stab. I'll make an attack.
Okay. He's freely allowing you to do this. You see, as you stab him, do you stab him through the throat, or like do you move your rapier? What does your attack look like?
I think it's just a thrust forward. So just wherever it was before, it's going straight forward.
Just pierces through. You see, like you, his eyes kind of widen a bit, and so does his smile as your rapier goes through his neck. He looks in you in the eyes, looks down at the blade protruding from his throat, still smiling. Looks up at you, and he says, "Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You, my friend, are so much more interesting than the last
Oh
one."
no.
Do you pull your rapier out, or just leave it in there?
Back? Wait.
Oh,
Okay, I'm back.
yeah. Where do you drop off?
You know.
You, my friend, are so much more interesting than the last one. You see, he pulls his head back, sticks, takes it out there, touches the blood, smiles at you, and he says, "Winning this game is going to be easier than I thought it was going to be." And then he just slumps over and begins turning to ash in the middle of the room.
Ayla just looks down at the ash and mutters, "It wasn't her time. You broke the balance." And he's just trying to hold himself together, but he's like shaking for a lot of reasons. And he's but eventually he'll just drop the form and fall to his knees.
A sense of exhaustion kind of hits you as when adrenaline finally leaves you, your body feels all of the exhaustion that it was covering up, or like when fear finally leaves you, you finally feel kind of heavy and just a bit shaken. This was, in fact, your first kill. If this thing can be considered to be dead in this way, if it can be killed, it's about as close as you've ever gotten.
Mhm.
His body's not there anymore. Kind of vanishes into this dense ash that sifts about in the room from a little bit of a breeze that ducks in through the bottom of the door. The body of the acolyte is still against the wall.
Yep. I mean, he's zoned out for a bit after the dead body, the ash, and he falls to his knees. But then he'll look over and he'll like kind of crawl over to the body and just, I don't know, I guess like inspect the body. Like
Yeah,
obviously he's dead, but he's still gonna be like, looking for a pulse naively.
it's interesting. You get closer to her, and you see that as your amulet goes, kind of like the last of the red fades from it, it begins to boom, glow green once more. And
Okay.
you, like a little bit of a wisp of like green something, some kind of spectral energy, kind of like flits about around her body. And you hear her voice. You see, she says, "You don't have to save me or anything. I know you can, but you don't have to."
Right. I don't see like a ghost or anything. I just hear the voice. Like,
Yeah, you just hear the voice. Would you like? Would you like?
uh, is that something that Alok can choose?
Yeah, it's more like it feels like a lot of this is responding to you and your intentions. So you feel like if you tapped into some kind of power, you could visualize the soul leaving her body as opposed to just hearing it. Because you kind of get the understanding that you started hearing her words because you were checking in on her. And if you wanted to see her as well, you could probably do that too.
Hmm. This is a lot to think about.
The shopping.
I'm trying to.
The shopping session didn't prepare you for this. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's true. I should have bought
Yeah, shopping episode
something
is
to help
more.
make a choice. Yeah.
You haven't
I.
should've
It
bought
was like
something.
it was 2 weeks ago. And like 3 weeks ago. I don't really remember how much I knew her.
Oh,
And like how.
You didn't know her. Not really.
Yeah, no, I didn't, and that's why I feel like I don't think Alok would do it. I think he doesn't think it was her time, but he also thinks that it's just not worth it because it'll make it so it's someone else's time before it actually is. I don't know. I think he doesn't want to see her because he already knows the choice he's gonna make, and he doesn't want.
Mhm.
It'll make him feel more guilty.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna do it.
I think after a little bit of that silence of Ayla, considering that information in his mind, considering that choice, you hear her voice, and she says, well, it's almost like a little further away now. She says, "That's good. I I wasn't important to anything. I thought maybe I was. I felt like it sometimes, but
Everyone's important. I'm sorry this happened to you.
we all got a part to play. I guess I've played mine now. I I believe in you and your choices. And I think I don't know what you're gonna do right now, but I think whatever choice you make, it's gonna be the right one."
Oh shit. Okay.
And for what it's worth, Ekaterina, that's my name. But
How
people
do you
usually just
spell
call
that?
me Cat.
Before you leave this mortal coil,
I
spell
need
it
to
out.
know. Okay.
But everyone just called her Cat.
Alright, I have to write that down. Yeah, he's just looking down. He doesn't respond with any of that. Feeling bad.
Eventually, The wisps of green rise up to the sky, growing fainter and fainter here on the material plane. Their amulet dims. And the last words she says are, "Thank you for choosing." And then she's gone. What do you do now?
I don't know. There's fucking blood everywhere in my room.
Yeah. It is
But
a conundrum.
I think the potential outcome of that is less relevant. He's thinking more about what the fuck just happened. So I think he's just out of it. He's just sitting there. Man, how early is it? Oh, I guess. Well, I have a rock actually, so I would kind of.
Yeah, it's around 2 hours before you would normally rise to conduct your prayers.
Who? I think after a little bit of thinking and thinking, but also like not thinking, just out of it, he'd go to Gallet's room. Who's close? Are we all nearby?
You're all nearby except Suma, because Suma's in Zisha's room.
Gotcha. Okay, so then it would definitely be Gallet. So I just sorry, Ruby. I'll just knock on his door very like meekly, and if it doesn't wake him up, I'll just go inside. Are you woken? Okay, I don't know if you're a heavy sleeper or not.
I don't know. Should I make it? I'm just making a perception check.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
Gallet.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Am I still wet? Do you know? Or did
Why are
they
you
go
asking
away?
me, Gallet?
Oh,
You're damp still.
I'm still. So, give me a second. I need to change clothes.
What? Change?
Give me. I'm putting my pants. You know what? I just got my pants on. I'll open the door now. What? What happened? Did you have a night terror?
I think.
You just see
Like Alok's
soggy
little.
You see soggy clothes in a pile.
Okay, Alok's just looking at this like making a lot of connections, wrong connections,
Yeah.
and he's just like, okay, and he'll just move back a little bit and say, I need your help quickly in my room.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What? You okay? You okay?
You can tell he's like staring off and out of it, but no, bad things just happen, very bad things, and I need your help, so I don't know what to do.
All right.
I would probably have gone to Suma, but Suma's not here, and I think Suma's going through enough as it is. So.
Oh, that's a good question. Is Alok coming?
Am I? Oh, that's true. Would I
You
be?
stabbed the demon in the throat.
The demon
Yeah.
didn't really bleed.
Oh, okay.
You also crawled on the floor.
You did crawl.
I
on
did
the
crawl on the
floor,
floor.
though. So
Yeah.
yes, there's blood on you.
It wasn't like army man crawl, but I mean, I guess like the knees and
Yeah.
hands and stuff. Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. We'll get it. We'll get it all solved out. Just what? You know what? Just bring me to the room. Bring me to the room.
Yeah, we need to take care of something first, and then I'll tell you. All right. We waddle.
You guys get to Alok's room. Door handle, perhaps, also covered in blood. Who knows? And actually, Alok, you notice a package outside your door.
Okay.
Like a parcel that you didn't notice before because you, in your shambling kind of like catatonic state, just kind of walked over to Galt's room with that express purpose in mind. Do you attend to the package at all, or do you just march back into the room directly?
I think he kind of like absentmindedly picks it up, like second nature. Doesn't really acknowledge what it is. He just picks it up and maybe like puts it just on the inside next to the door, just so it's not outside.
Gallant, you walk into this room that Alok was just in, and you see the corpse of that acolyte girl against a wall, lying there, her head down, a gaping wound in her chest. You see blood splattered across the walls, across the floor. You see the trail that Alok made as he kind of went over to that side and stepped away from it. What do you do? How do you respond?
Gino, that the hole in her chest would not be a rapier-sized hole, right?
No, it looks like
Okay.
something much larger,
Okay.
diameter-wise.
Whew, buddy. What happened?
It was the devil from before that brought those creatures onto the boat.
Oh.
I'll explain more later, but we need to do something. I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's...
Should we get Suma?
Oh yeah, we need
would this-
diplomatic immunity.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's why I have you here.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a little bit of blood on you. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get Ruby. She's gonna just make sure no one gets in your room. And then I'm gonna get
Right.
Suma, and I'm gonna wake him from his... Well, he should be up by now or something. He meditates real quick. But keep calm. It's
Sure.
all okay. She peacefully died in her sleep, perhaps. We don't know.
No, she didn't. I know she didn't.
Oh, okay.
I saw her pinned to the wall. It was really bad.
Well, you know what? We'll get this guy. We'll get this guy, Alok. He's still out there. And me and you...
He's back in hell.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Well, I mean, it sounded like he was still alive. I don't really know how devils
Still
work.
alive.
Would Alok know how devils work?
I'm gonna make a history check, I guess.
Okay. I'm guessing it's like normal devils, but I don't know if Alok would know.
Alok's on fire and...
Alok is rolling real fucking high today. He's getting them all out before the combat I throw at you inevitably later in the day.
No, what was the combat? What?
Yeah.
Really quick.
Yeah, I mean, you would know that certain higher up devils in perhaps like lords of certain circles, or perhaps just even really powerful ones, when they are killed, they just kind of appear back in their lair of hell. Sometimes with a time delay, sometimes other conditions need to be met before they can kind of regenerate down there. But you get the sense that you might run into him again at some point later down.
Okay, but I know about the time delay then.
Yeah, you know about the time delay.
Okay.
With that roll, yeah. With that roll, yeah.
Alok, did you kill him?
I kind of did. I mean, he's back in hell, and I don't know his species specifically, but I think he'll be there for a while, gaining his strength back.
Good job.
But he's still alive.
Yeah, no, but striking back, that's important. Yeah, okay, so try to not look at the body for this small amount of time. And before I go...
And as soon as you say that, he looks at the body, he's like, oh.
I take a blanket and just, like, gently put it over her. Sorry, I'm ruining your blanket.
That's fine. Everything is ruined already.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Ruby. Stay. Close. Ruby!
Do I hear this? Should I roll perception?
Hell yeah. Yeah, roll perception. So we can make Talon yell louder about...
They're gonna get bad.
Do it anyways.
Bad.
Yeah, maybe I'll ignore him anyways. I'll be like, let's go back to bed.
Very important, very important, very important. Wake up. You have the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just blast the door.
Do you aim at like the lock, or do you aim like just in the middle of the door to make a hole so that you can stick your head and yell at her? Handle. Yeah, give me a damage roll for your Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Eldritch rifle.
You hit it real good. Yeah, you blast the door open via the handle. You know, destroy the locking mechanism and push your way in.
Ruby, get some
I like jump up and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm adjusting my
What are you-
pants. Ruby, get to Alok's room. Let no one in there. Murder. Murder's
Okay,
happened.
well,
Demons.
someone better have died, okay?
Yes.
I don't know why
Yes.
Oh,
no.
Yes. Go to Alok's gonna.
seriously?
Yeah, you have a lot of therapy work right ahead of you. First thing though, no one gets in that room. Now be quiet, because I just maybe woke some people up with this. Alright, I'm going to sleep.
Okay, then I'm running down.
Okay. We'll do this part first. Alok, you in your room. You're in your room for a bit as Gal has left. Do you kind of just like sit there processing, or what do you do? You took the parcel in.
I think he's not looking at the parcel yet, but he is going to take the blanket. Well, I guess I don't know. Okay, so what exactly are like normal funerary like rites? Like, what is the normal burial process that my temple would go through? Or like, you know,
Specifically,
yeah.
okay, from your schooling in Terminus, cremation is usually the way to go.
Okay. Convenient.
It's a crossing. Those like who are really into Terminus believe that. Well, it's kind of an ancient belief that turned into like we don't really believe that anymore, but it's tradition at this point that leaving the body behind is in a way prevents it from crossing the boundary to the afterlife. So destroying the body via burning kind of like frees it from this plane as well. So that would be the traditional way.
Okay. And then is there like any sort of ritual before that? Like, you know, obviously like a magical ritual, but like just any sort of typical conduct
Yeah,
for that body.
there's a specific kind of eulogy. I mean, it's a eulogy in that words are said over the body as it burns. There are some traditional words to it, but like there's like a part that's like almost like a prayer where it's very formalized, but the part before that is very like free form based on what you knew about the person, and the form of it would be to say their name at the beginning and kind of address them like and their decisions. So you would say, for Alok, for instance, it would be like, Alok Mirtai, Mirte, you chose to be good when good was hard to choose. You chose to fight when fighting cost you everything. You chose to be kind when so many did not deserve kindness. It'd be that kind of a eulogy, but it has kind of
Are we
that
foreshadowing
format.
here? Is this
No, I just didn't want to say. I just didn't want to use her as an example because I didn't want you to
Right.
think that stuff was true about her. Like, you know what I mean? Because you didn't really know her.
Yeah.
It would be that kind of
Still
thing.
don't.
And then the last part of it would be kind of like a prayer of just like when you died, your soul crossed the boundary as Terminus witnessed. Now we send your body to join you wherever you may now reside.
Probably should write
Something
this
like that.
down. Not gonna lie.
I'm improvising this, so you don't have to write it down. I can
Well-
definitely sit down and write something better.
Okay, we'll just assume. I'll just say that I say whatever it would be.
Yeah,
We can figure it out later.
I'll figure it out later. This is.
But yeah, he would just perform those simple rituals as a sign of respect, and also feeling like he kind of needs to, like it's his obligation. But yeah, but that's what he would be doing when we get back.
Yeah. So Ruby, when you finally get in there, still probably sleepy, kind of walking it in, kind of like, what the fuck is Yalan talking about? When you open the door, maybe the door is ajar. When you open the door, that's what you see Alok kind of praying or speaking words in hushed tones over a dead body.
She probably realizes what's happening, so maybe she would just bow her head in like respect while he's finishing up. There's no chance I could like revivify her, right?
It's been a while.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'll just probably like go and then let him do his thing.
I mean, you can. Well, actually, I don't know how that works. Cause she's she's a different god, so she probably wouldn't do her stuff as well, would she? Or would that not matter with like my religion? Would they be fine with any?
I mean, in a thing where it's like you would probably do the funeral rites of if you knew that person's god, you would probably try to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you didn't, like any god, I mean, they all exist. So
All right. Well, in that case, he'll just finish up what he's doing. And hey, Ruby, did Gallet tell you what happened, or no?
No.
Uh,
That's the girl who was your fan, right?
that's a weird word. I think she was just a friend.
You have friends? And besides us, I mean?
Oh. Never
Not
mind.
anymore.
And he'll just Alright, and he'll just quiet down again.
Oh, God.
What a great therapist. Killing it.
Yep, help me through this.
I'm just trying to get the facts straight.
Fair.
What he didn't say anything. What happened?
The devil from before that brought the other devils to our ship and attacked us did this.
Is it because you didn't use the amulet? Is that why, or?
I suspect so, but I don't know. It seemed like it was something else. We'll have to talk about this with everyone at some point. Maybe after we figure this out.
Well, if you'd like, I do have animated. If you'd like to say goodbye to her.
Do you have like speak with dead? Is that what you mean?
I do.
Speak with
I have
dead.
both.
That's right. Did we get our long rest going into like today?
Yeah, you get your long rest.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
no, please don't.
Okay. I just
it's
thought I'd
kind of
offer it.
also important.
Are
It's
you...
sort of a perversion of the body, I believe. But yeah.
Tomato.
Okay. Well, to each their own.
Do you
Anyways, I
think
think
that-
we just need to clean this up and wait for Suma to get back or Gal to get back with Suma, and figure out how to not get in trouble.
Is it a good idea? So the plan is to cover it up?
I don't know. I kind of wanted everyone else to figure this out because I don't know what to do. I've never really had to do this before. I also don't know how this city, is it a city? It's probably a city.
City.
I don't know how
Islands.
it works. Place. I don't know their laws. I don't know what they're gonna think about this. Is she a drow? Like, is
Not
she
gonna be
like?
good.
Yeah, she was a drow.
She is a drow. Okay. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be good.
It's gonna look pretty bad considering another priestess already disappeared and now the other one is dead.
Man, that's true. Oh man,
it
this
might
is really bad.
It's really bad. Yeah, we'll wait till the others get here.
Yeah, we'll just have Suma fix this. Suma knows what to do, right?
Yeah, that's true. Suma's got this.
As we think off on yeah. Exactly.
We cut back to Gallet. Gallet, I don't know if you would even know where Suma is, unless I guess Suma might have told you I'm over by this way. You walk kind of the darkened, near silent halls of this palace. Your footsteps kind of echoing.
Power walk. I'm moving quick.
Power walking, yes, with a great echo as your powerful feet strike upon kind of the cool marble of the palace. Eventually, you come upon the door that we'll say Suma showed you. Hey, in case something happens during the night, this is where I am. At some point during dinner festivities. That's a dad thing to do.
If he has to go around and ask people, but I understand. We're zooming past it.
Last time B checked in on us, we were burning something, so very possible.
Is true.
Yeah,
very true.
Suma.
Do you knock on the door, or do you? Are you just saying it
just
through
saying
the door?
that at the door?
I'm knocking and saying.
Well, I think I was already up early because I was planning on getting up before Azisha got up to go out.
you see Zisha is still deep in her trance. You definitely hear it first, but kind of when the knocking comes, she like kind of opens one eye. She says, "Is that your captain?"
Yes,
I try the
sounds like
handle.
Gallet needs something. Better,
It's
better
probably
go see
locked.
what he needs.
She kind of just goes, "Are you certain it's him? Really him?"
Selma! It's bad!
Definitely. Trust me, I can just tell. I have a way with these things. I will
Trust you.
crumple up the note that I was writing and put it in my pocket. Okay, I guess that's not relevant anymore. So, I'll open the door, and scoot out so that, she can keep sleeping if she wants.
I just got pants
Gallet?
on and I'm slightly damp. Yes, some bad stuff has happened with Alok's room. Let's power walk and talk. Alright, we gotta keep somewhat of a low profile. Some type of diplomatic immunity. Dead priestess body in Alok's room. The demon did it, or devil. And Alok did go for the killing blow on the devil.
I
Really
stop
proud of
in
him.
the hallway.
There's a dead
Wait a
body,
minute.
blood's everywhere.
Turn around. Going back down down the hallway back to Zisha's room. I'll just open the door. Gallet, you wait here. I close the
In
door
here?
on him. No, not inside, in the hallway.
Oh,
Everything all right?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Sounds like there's been a crime, in the night.
In the palace. You see, she
Yeah.
she immediately like gets up, then whips out the scimitar. She says, "Is it Yeska? Has she returned?"
No, not Yeska, I don't think, and I don't think we'll need that at the moment. The deed's already been done. It was one of the acolytes of the temple, I think.
yes.
Apparently,
What happened to her?
was found dead in Alok's room as he awoke this morning.
She vanishes the scimitar, and she says, "That's the second death. In a very short amount of time." I will accompany you there.
Seems you're running low on acolytes at this point. Oh.
Is there any chance at all that your friend may have been responsible?
None.
Let's go. You allow her to, are you cool with her joining you? She wants to go for sure, but I don't know if you were like, this is a cruise thing. Or...
No, I needed her to come because and I don't have the authority, I don't have the authority here.
Okay.
Yeah, I want her to see it so that if anyone else is like, oh my god, Alok killed that girl, she can be like, no, and it's fine because I'm me and stuff.
Immunity.
That's Tuma's idea anyway. But yeah, I'll get properly dressed and bring her out, and
You hurry it up. Sort of a big deal.
lots of layers. Hang on.
I'm just in my pants. Come on.
I'll leave him a little longer.
It's a little cold.
Okay, coming out now.
Okay. You all meet up and begin heading back to Alok's room. Alok and Ruby, you wait for a little longer than you expected before Gallet and Suma return, Zisha in tow. Anything you guys wanted to do in that interim conversation, or do you think you guys kind of just sat in silence after saying, "I wonder what they're up to"?
Oh, I definitely try to get Alok to talk, but I don't know if he would.
You're muted. You're muted.
Thank you. What are you saying? I imagine not what we said in chat, because that was... I felt like
don't know.
memeing.
That sounds as smooth as Ruby.
It's probably something she would have said or could have said. Maybe just like, you good? Do you want to talk about it? I don't know the extent of your relationship with this person, but
I didn't know her
kind
that
of.
well. I think we're gonna talk about this with everyone though when they're all here. I imagine. I imagine there's gonna be a lot of questions and a lot of talking and explaining. So.
Right. But as you know, there is confidentiality between, counseling,
Well,
counselor. So
I mean, the last confidential stuff that you knew you tried to blackmail me with. So.
when did I do that?
On this
When did I
ship,
do that?
you did
What?
do that. I remember it.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't.
that too.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
I
when
didn't do it though.
It was when I gave the
Um,
teddy bear to Well,
I'm
when
not
I
making
happened
fun
to
of
give
you.
it to her by accident. Uh,
You can't put someone in prison for something that they intended to do but didn't do, right? Pretty sure I know my law
I don't
and
even know what you're talking about now. What? Who's going to prison? I don't think I'm going. We have Suma.
I didn't act on the threat, so technically I did nothing wrong.
But it's still that's the whole point of a blackmail is you
Yeah, it was
use it as
real.
leverage, but you don't
The,
actually use it.
the little asterisk is like this. The fine print is that you keep the secret as long as it's good for them, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, just
You guys now hear the knocking on the door as Galit, Suma, and
Now
Zisha
Alok's
return.
really banged up about this, Suma, so gotta be careful. He is not in the right place to talk. Got Suma?
Well,
hey Suma.
Suma, you
Well.
open the door to Alok and Ruby arguing about blackmail as a corpse lies against the wall.
this is very on brand. So, I suppose, what happened?
Did
Zisha,
Galit didn't explain? Yeah,
I
okay,
would like
excellent.
to hear it.
He did. He started, but honestly,
I did it in the
I think it's
fast-paced
better from
version,
you.
and then once I got finished with the fast-paced version, it was just a really long, quiet walk, and I didn't want to bring it up again. It was sort
He's
of
also sort of damp, so his teeth are a little chattery, so kind of.
It's not that bad, but it's a little bit. Hey,
Yeah.
Zisha, can you get in here so I can close the door? I don't want the door to be
Yeah,
open.
Zisha steps forward, closes the door behind her, and immediately kneels by Kat's corpse, kind of studying her wound. Eyes flicker over to you, Alok, then to your rapier, still out from when you stabbed that devil. Examines it against.
He
the
probably
wound.
dropped it on the ground.
Yeah,
It's-
she's
yeah,
just
it's
like
probably on the
sitting
ground.
there. And you can see her calculating in her head of like puncture wounds too big to have been the rapier, no blood on the rapier, no rag that could have been used to clean the blood. There's blood on him, but not on the rapier, so I don't think it was him. She looks up at you and she says, I'd like to hear what happened from his perspective, from the beginning. How did you know this girl?
Well, she. Man, I don't know how to start off with that. How do I know her? I mean, technically, she was the one that brought me to the room here, and was the first like guide I suppose I had. Although there was a reason she came back, I think she wasn't actually part of your clergy or whatever you call it. She followed a different god. She was just under the guise of one of yours.
Which god?
It was actually my god. So
Does he sound slightly proud of that?
I'm not. I'm not.
Weird flex, but
Yeah, it sounded
Did
like
it?
Yeah, it sounded like you were a little bit proud. Like, yeah.
No, it was a little more embarrassed, but that's my bad, I guess.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Terminus.
Terminus. I wasn't aware there were that many followers of Terminus down here.
Well,
did she tell you why she's pretending to be an acolyte here?
Yes. There was a certain priest that I used to know a long time ago that sent her here just in case I ever came here.
Just in case you came here.
I'm not entirely sure on the specifics. I don't know how it works or...
Why you?
I still don't entirely know myself.
She didn't tell
Something to
you?
do with the amulet you bear, perhaps?
Well, it might have something to do with that, although he didn't know about that when I left. Because I got it after I last saw him.
Who? He?
Yeah. Tell more, Paul. He's
Elmore Paul? Who's that?
the priest who was training me basically to be a member of the Terminus clergy in my hometown.
Oh. And the way you got that amulet was you just woke up with it once?
Essentially, yeah, that's a good way to just summarize
Insight
it. Yeah.
check. That was I don't like that.
Well, I mean, you know
You
the
know
story.
what
What?
happened. You know the story.
I forgot the story.
I did too. There you go. No, it was Alok like died, and then he
He
had
came
a
back.
choice,
Oh, yeah,
and he
yeah,
came
yeah.
back with the amulet.
Oh,
So he
okay,
kind of
okay.
like woke up
Okay,
with
okay,
the
yeah,
amulet.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I meant. I thought there was like something more to that.
No,
Okay,
it was basically
okay,
that.
oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Anyways. So, what was I? Where am I going with this? What was the question?
Who is Talmor Paul?
Yeah, I explained it.
That was just the last question that was asked. You
Okay.
see Zisha rises, looks down at the girl. This will not be easy to make go away. Warriors die deaths like these. I've had fighters under my command die. This was not motivated by bloodlust, but something else. Corpses are not left in people's rooms by accident. Whoever this was did so to leave a message. I don't know what message that is, but if you do, it may be prudent for you to tell us now.
Ayla kind of like looks at Suma and then looks at Zisha and is like, "Do I say it in front of her?" And he doesn't say that out loud, but you can kind of get the vibe that he's like unsure if he should say anything.
I think if you look at Suma, he's like, I don't know if you'd be able to read it, but he's giving you a look like, just tell her anything she needs to know.
I use my sending stone to say she probably should be in the know.
He can probably tell with a 10. Okay, you say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I use a sending stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just like quickly hold on, my phone's ringing. Oh, okay. Right. So, what's the question? Oh yeah, why do you do this?
Why did this happen? Because she
Yeah.
didn't say anything about a devil appearing, right? She's just like,
that is true. I didn't.
so
yeah.
it wasn't you, but there's a corpse in your room. So that's got to mean something, and I don't know what it means.
So there's this like devil, like kind of like I don't really know how it works, but he's kind of got it out for me. But like not directly through him. He's like trying to get at me in other ways and like indirectly, kind of. And he did this, I believe, to send a message. Yeah.
Is there a customary way for those in your religion to deal with their dead?
Typically cremation. Yeah.
That shall be arranged then. Right. I'll have some of my more trusted death singers carry her body out. I'm assuming you would not want to do the deed unless you wish to do so personally.
I would like to do it. Yeah. I don't know. There are some words that that need to be said. So.
Before we do all that, do we want to speak with her? I'm just saying, I do have a speak with dead because I got that to talk about the body and the ring. Do we want to use it as well on her, just to like see what her final moments were like, or?
Ruby, I think if someone's under the god of Terminus, probably a blanket rule of no undead magic specifically for them.
Yeah.
Last time something like this happened, Alok was sort of changed forever.
But undead, necromancy stuff isn't exactly.
I think Terminus might be a bit of a douche with this, so just. On the
Gallet.
Oh, I thought you were too catatonic to hear that one.
I was, but it got through, I guess.
Oh, I was holding my sending stone.
Well, I mean, it's. Oh, you butt dialed me. That's unfortunate.
Your guy is cool too.
No, I mean I understand. I mean, sorry, I back my phone.
I pictured this so much more serious than it's turning out.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We're just clowns. We can't help it.
Zisha's the most serious because she has to deal with the political ramifications.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just I would prefer if we didn't. Also, I did kind of speak to her, her ghost, I believe, or spirit, whatever it was. I did kind of talk.
What did she say?
Nothing important, but yeah.
I'm okay with you not sharing it, but let's, last words are important. If that's the reason why you're not sharing it.
Well, I mean, it was just her trying to make me not feel horrible, because I did have the choice to bring her back with the amulet, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. Felt wrong.
Good job. There's a hard choice.
He looks down. Yeah. He doesn't say anything, but yeah.
Alright, crew. You guys should probably get some rest or something. That's.
Well, I mean,
heading out.
I would, but my blanket in my room.
I wasn't really specifically talking to you, Alok. You seem like you have some stuff. You seem like you have to do some rituals and whatnot.
Well, that too, yeah, and I do feel like I should help with the cleaning and all that.
Let's just get done with the rituals and let's head out a bit later than usual so we can make sure we get all our rest.
So, transporting a body through a palace would not be the best look. How are you guys intending to accomplish this? Since Alok, you want to take it personally.
Oh, I thought this was a snap of the fingers and diplomatic immunity makes this go away.
It's still pretty. People will talk if Zisha is just like walking around with somebody holding a corpse for with no explanation.
Hey Ruby, if you carry it, I can make it look like a big bag of potatoes. Don't know why we'd have potatoes, but we're weird.
Well, you have some sort of illusion thing, Gallet, right?
Yeah,
Can't you just make it look like the bag isn't there?
It's okay
that's a lot harder for like I know invisibility, but like when I guess I can do it. I can just cast an invisibility. I think that would work.
Just is a check.
I
So it's
think
not
bad
okay
creature.
to do anything necrotic with necromancy, but it's okay to disguise a body as a sack of potatoes. Just wanna.
Yeah, that's entirely different. Yeah, it's one is hiding the body. Well, that sounds bad now, actually.
I think you just
Either
like a
way,
Deacon and Bernie situation.
yeah. The other one's like, kind of not letting the soul rest entirely, and also just it's a little different.
Slightly.
Yeah. Also, I don't think you can make it invisible.
Well, I can make things people carry invisible, so if someone just carried it, maybe that would apply.
Oh wait, you're right. I feel like that probably would. That's up to Gino.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it.
Alright. Then
I guess I can. Yeah, I can carry. I can
Okay.
carry it.
But then you'd probably want other people walking with you to cover up the footsteps.
Yeah.
Tisha rises. She says, I know a good place where we will be able to do this. Are you ready?
Is that to me?
Yeah, I guess just whoever's going to be going
Oh.
and doing this. Suma, are you coming with?
If everyone else is going, I'll go.
Okay. Under the guise of invisibility, Ruby, you carry the corpse of Ekaterina out the doors. Suma, you recognize that Zisha leads you to a place just outside the palace, kind of on the opposite end, a little outcropping of rock that has always seemed unfinished to you, as if like kind of like a thing sticking out from the other side that perhaps was kept for a reason and then just that was just never finished. It's like the least furnished thing, the least intricately carved little outcropping in the on the entire island. It seems like, other than the base itself, it's this like almost like a peak that kind of sticks out from one side. um, Zisha has taken you there before. It's like a place that she goes to think sometimes, a place that feels separate from everything else, just a good spot that no one ever goes, nobody ever looks for. Takes you there. You lay the corpse. Would you like to say the words, or would you like to just have have said it?
Sorry, what?
Like, would you like to actually role play like the rest of this, or do you want to just like
we
say
can
that we did
just
this?
fast forward. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys cremate the corpse. Words are said. Nobody really knew this girl, so I think there is the sense of something happened, and I'm not sure if I really feel strongly about it, but I know that it's a serious thing of like saying goodbye to somebody that you didn't really ever say hello to. But you guys do that. Everybody kind of trickles out to either rest again or get an early start on their day. I think maybe the last person at the spot is Alok, presumably. Um, Zisha just says, I trust you know your way back.
I could probably figure it out. Yeah.
Don't get lost. And then marches away, seemingly not in a very good mood. Where does everybody go after this?
Hey, Locke, I'm gonna catch a few more Z's before I go. If you need a bed to sleep in, you can use mine. Don't beat yourself up.
Are you heading there? Are you heading there now?
Yeah.
I'll go with you then.
Okay.
Ruby.
I will probably, let's say shower, but I guess bathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ruby, you go and do that. Suma, what are you gonna do?
I think I run up to facetious side as she's walking away from everyone. Where are you off to next?
No, I don't know if I can rest easy after what we just did, but there were already certain criticisms of our matron for letting a whole group of outsiders into the palace. A body turns up in one of their rooms. Wouldn't look good for the family.
No. Are you going to tell Shamara about it?
I'll have to. She'll notice we're gone. I spoke with her last night.
Did you?
Yes. On my way to see Mother, she happened to be around. You remember yesterday we were talking about whether we could trust her or not?
Yes.
I don't know if we can.
I didn't want to pry when you got back. You seemed like it had been quite the conversation. I'm sure it took some processing, whatever it was, but you know, I'm in this with you. We're in it together, and I would like to know what happened. Just because nothing is unconnected these days, it seems like. So if I can be of any help or anything, I want to be.
She knew about our daughter. She knew about Suli. Knew that she would become something, that she was something that even we didn't know. She spoke of things she saw and never bothered to tell us about our own daughter.
Did she see?
A rare gift, apparently. Something about, maybe it was a prophecy or some other, a confluence of elven magic from different sources. When she fully came of age, she was supposed to have developed these powers, this potential, like a seed growing. Or the way that she spoke about it, and the way that everybody else has been speaking about her, more like a weapon being armed. I don't think that it was an accident that she was the one named in the prophecy, that she was taken by Yeska. There is something more with her. A power which I don't really fully understand. That I believe your friend saw when she glimpsed her destiny.
Yes. Did I mention to you the other day? I'm sure. That probably Yeska is at this very moment trying to, I don't know, groom her for. It sounds like almost like she's trying to take her under her wing, based on what Ruby said.
Then we'll just have to clip those wings before she gets the chance.
I don't know what the right thing is to do. There's too many things to do. Especially, I don't know what to do about your mother. Oh, I don't think there's anything we can do about that. But following Portia's trail and finding Suli, I think that's something we can do. One solid thing we can hang on to.
You mentioned that they were in the same group together, right? An adventuring party of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Unless that was a different drow, but Lord knows there's so many of them at this point.
Well, then this Portia will know her tendencies and will know her weaknesses.
I hope so.
Then we shall leave as soon as possible. If there is any business you had left in the city, I suggest you do it now. I have my own to attend to. I need to make sure that the Death Singers are left in good care.
Yes. Two things. One, where did you put that body again?
Ah, yes, in the dead body room.
Oh yes, I know just the one.
And she goes,
with a specific room.
They actually labeled it that in the design.
The construction
You-
workers were like, I guess they're rich, so that's the answer.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you visited Suli and I a few years back?
Of course I remember.
I had been worrying myself sick because she had gone missing the day of, and it turned out that she found a secret hiding place that the twins created. The one behind the bookshelf. You just had to pull the red book, and you know the place.
Yes, I know the place.
Right. I'll take care of some business and I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. And the other thing was, I know that, with all this, everyone messing about with fate and prophecy and what they think is going to happen, trying to either make it happen or prevent it from happening. It's all... None of that is real. But what is real is that, well, my love for you is real, and my love and care for our daughter is real. Powers are not, prophecy are not. I could never do anything except protect the both of you. So, when everything seems a little too imaginary, just hold on to that.
Miles kind of glances down, looks up at you, kind of lifts a hand and then traces a line down your cheek and says, I feel war coming in the air, in my own heart. We have, I think, all of us, the world, entered into a time of great conflict. I pray it does not change us, but some things cannot be changed. And you, being a hopeless romantic, is one of them.
You got me there. We can change in other ways, but that's one you'll never touch.
Good. If you ever stopped being a hopeless romantic, I'd be certain the world was actually ending.
Indeed.
Shall we?
I'll meet you behind the bookcase later.
See you there. And then you guys part ways. So I guess you fetch Ruby from after her shower. It's like, hey Ruby, I know you just got clean, but you want to check out another corpse?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll find Ruby.
Ruby, after coming back from the bath, you're like drying your hair, your beard. You get another knock on your door. Second time tonight. Also, you're muted.
Oh my god. Okay. God, these people are so needy. Okay. Who is
Ruby?
it?
It's me.
Hmm.
Do you want to look at another dead body?
Oh, this is
This
the one
one
I'm allowed
somewhat more
to.
expected than the last. Yes, this is the one that you get to do magic on.
Okay, 1 second.
Don't tell
He just
Ayla.
Okay. He's like now a giddy, like, little girl. Just like, okay. She gets changed really quick. She's like, okay, let's go.
Oh, you're all ready. Excellent.
Mm-mm.
To the library.
You've
You
never
go.
been so cool.
When Dad lets you stay up late playing video games.
Yeah, just this once here. Actually, every time. It's fine.
Don't tell your mother. But I love this game. Cool. You guys head over to the library in the palace. It's kind of nice, pretty large and open space, like um, almost labyrinthine because those shelves extend from the floor all the way up, carved out of stone. Um, Suma, you trace the kind of the pathway that you remember walking with Zisha years ago, trying to track down. Because Suli was a little bit mischievous. Got that from her aunts, I think.
And the twins definitely put it in like a very weird section.
Yeah.
Like the adult poetry section or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's an entire like section of this library devoted to the erotic poetry of an ancient drow bard. Um, what was the fucking thing? The dragon romance thing? What was it
Oh,
called?
yeah. What was that?
Chromio in Metalia, I think.
Yeah, Chromio and Metalia. That's where that would be. That's where that would be found.
Excellent.
Make your way over there. On along a back wall, there is a single
Shield
red
your
book.
eyes, Ruby.
With a pretty spicy illustration, kind of in wood carving, like kind of on the spine of it. You pull
That's
that
my
one
favorite
back,
book.
and then
Oh, really? It's a little long
the
for my taste.
bookcase kind of pivots a little bit. You can now push through it. Closes behind you,
Ooh.
and you see the corpse is like this little like hideaway. There's like some chairs and stuff, and like a little board where like I think the twins used to plan their little like pranks and whatnot. Um, you see kind of like a map of Palea. This map of Palea, with a thing like with bar vaults circled in onto it, indicating that they're about to travel there because they traveled there.
Ooh.
In the one shot, they were there. So you see like their kind of travel plans were laid out there, and they're like doing a quest? Question mark. Um, uh, cool. And then you see chained up against the wall is this corpse. It is a drow. Like Zisha said, it was she didn't know that there was a drow that had gone up to the surface and started ingratiating themselves in this organization. But 100% was a person like that. You see that the chest tattoo is still there in full detail. Their body, you don't see any signs of like tampering on them magically. Nothing kind of jumps out at you. Um, but you are aware they were magically compelled to do what they did. Um, his name is Varric. Um, Actually, yeah, you hear kind of as you're checking out the room, you hear Zisha's voice from behind you. You see, she says, "That was Varric. Not the most pleasant man I've ever interrogated, but certainly one of the ones that have managed to surprise me. Not too often you see someone killing themselves in an interrogation."
How was he in life? I mean, did anyone here know him? Did he work or have any sort of life here?
His records, we have no records of him. However, Yeska was able to erase herself. It appears he managed to do the same.
Right.
Perhaps she did it for him in order to have somebody in the city.
And forgive me, it's been an entire day perhaps since we spoke of this, but didn't he put himself in prison? Didn't he surrender or something like that?
Yes, he begged to be imprisoned,
He didn't
which
say
is
why.
no. But when the gods looked for record of him, there was none, which they found suspicious. Eventually, he attacked one of the gods in an attempt to get imprisoned, and, well, he got what he wanted.
How long was he imprisoned before his demise?
5 years.
Oh, that's not insignificant.
He was known to be extremely paranoid while in captivity, always looking around his shoulder. Never spoke of the ring except, it seems, in his dreams. And ultimately, it's what got him, well, under my radar and what ended up leading to his death.
um, all right, then I suppose we best get to it. Um,
Our speak
Ruby, are
with
you ready?
Deathcaster is currently AFK. So we're gonna cut back to Alok
Mhm.
and Gallet. What are you guys up to?
You can have the bed. Let me flip it over though, because it's a little wet. Just a tad.
Man. Galen, do you need a drink of water or something? Your throat sounds a little parched.
Yeah, I ingested some of the seawater.
Oh, that'll do it. It's actually it makes you more thirsty.
Yeah, that.
I read about that.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. It's doesn't make much sense that people say like, oh, it's these ingredients, but like, it's just weird because that's water, you know. But I'll flip it.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I need to get something from my room quickly.
I mean,
Uh,
fine. Well, you good?
I'll be right back. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna go to my room.
I send Fields after him.
I kill Fuels now.
Don't
Feels
ask.
invisible, comes along.
I'm just gonna get the parcel and bring it back. Assuming it's still there. Have they like cleaned the room? What's the state of the room at this point?
You walk in, and I think in the time since somebody's come in and perhaps through magic, done away with most of the mess. The parcel is untouched, however, it's still there.
I'll take that, and I'll go back.
Okay. You Gallet re-enter the room. You re-enter Gallet's room. And he comes in with his package.
So is it like a box or is it like a
Um,
bag?
It's like, you know when something is like wrapped in paper and it has like the little twine kind of wrapped around it?
Yeah,
It
okay.
feels like soft, like cloth in there.
Fuck. I know what it is, you asshole. Okay. But Alok will open it because he doesn't know.
You untie the knot on the twine, and you see on there is one dark, like black leather tunic, and when you turn it over, on the back, embroidered, it says
Mhm.
asterisk Fate Fighter Z.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a little note,
Mm.
and it says, apparently, t-shirts are kind of anachronistic with the entire vibe of like Ela and stuff. But I did get you a tunic. I had it embroidered. It's kind of like a prototype version, but it's kind of like what is to come. I have a lot of ideas for the merch line, but I think obviously we can talk about it later. But I made one. This is, I think, your size. Hope it fits.
Dang. Alok will just look at it and definitely like visibly frown more than he already had. Just upset. But, he'll just kind of look at it and go, hey, Gallet,
Hmm?
we should get a couple more of these made. One for each of us.
Yeah. That looks pretty darn. Let me look at it. I like look at it. What's the embroidery like? Like, what's the colors we're working with on the back for the Fate Fighters logo? Like, is it gold?
Yeah, it's gold.
It's gold. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, yeah. We gotta talk to Nico.
Well, we also could change the colors up per person because I feel like
Yeah.
everyone's got their own color scheme.
Yeah. She was
Feeling like a little bit of a pink for you, Gallet. Maybe like
I
kind of
don't
like a
know.
purple
I
for
don't.
Suma and
I
yellow for
might
Ruby.
be purple. I might be purple. I don't know. But
Well, I don't know. The colors at the bottom of the screen say otherwise.
no,
So,
that's true.
yeah.
Bottom of the screen. Oh well.
The what? Wait.
Uh,
Sorry, I went into a coma for a second.
All right, my nose started bleeding.
Oh, hey, the talk to dead person's here, Gallet.
uh,
Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll get back to that
what's
in a
happening over
second.
there?
As you guys kind of have this
What's
talk,
happening right
though,
there?
Gal and
Wait,
Alok, you hear a
right
knock
there.
on the door.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and excusez-moi, Captain.
Oh, Nico. We were just talking about you. I opened the door.
Open the door, and you see Nico. Immediately, Nico has always been the kind of person who wears on his heart on his sleeve. You open the door, and you see he looks as if he's been doing a lot of crying.
Oh, buddy. Come in. Come in.
I would prefer not to. This will be a short conversation. I was hoping, anyway, that it would be a short conversation. I wish to ask your permission for something.
All right.
I understand that you all are to be leaving soon for
Mm-hmm.
Kalsana. I would like to remain behind in Yasa for a little while.
Granted.
I greatly appreciate that, Captain.
Make sure to stay safe.
I will be.
And if there's any priestesses you see showing up, just don't trust them in general.
He nods.
Also, I don't know if this is a good time or not. We got a new merch line we might be thinking of. Just,
You are now making merch for the crew?
Yeah. Like, if everyone in the crew had one, that would. I don't know if, like, tunics would be it, but, like, just a very kind individual made this, and it'd be nice. but obviously you have your own thing to deal with. Just wanted to throw that out there. Maybe you get excited for something.
You see, he turns, nods, turns to leave, then kind of stops and comes back, and he says, Captain, be honest with me. How long have I been in your service?
My service, not very long. The previous
How long?
captains. Oh, my service, less than a year for sure.
Less than a year.
It's been a while in years though with the previous captain. A while.
It appears that my sense of time is not what it was.
It's not your fault.
Stay safe, Captain.
You too.
And he walks out of the door. And we boom, cut back on that emotional point. Back to Ruby and Suma. We're getting ready to cast Speak with Dead. Are you excited, Ruby?
I'm overjoyed. Sorry, also, I had an issue with my contacts. Now we are okay. Just brief.
His glasses time.
I thought you were just getting emotional from the game.
Oh, really? No, my eyes were like freaking out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good. Yeah, in character,
Yeah, it's
Ruby's
time.
like,
It's now time.
okay.
Okay. Ruby, you approach this dead body, this corpse chained against the wall, perhaps out of fear that it'll suddenly animate and strike. Its chest is bared. His chest is bared. Tattoo of the ring that you saw on the members, Rastik and Shamit, back all the way back at the very beginning of this entire journey, identical. What do you do to cast the spell? What does this look like? Is it like a ritual? Is it just you put your hand there? What do you want it to look like?
Put my hands out. And then I turn to Sam. I'm like, you know, when you've been waiting for a moment forever and it's like finally there? Just like,
I definitely know that feeling. Enjoy it.
okay. Here we go. And then she turns back, and then would it be too troll if I was like,
Maybe? I don't think CPR exists.
There's a lot
Well,
going on here.
I imagine it exists, but maybe not for dead
Maybe.
people.
I don't know.
okay, and maybe I'll just put my hand on his chest, and then like I'll picture kind of like some blue electricity kind of like coursing through my hands and like into his body.
Crackles through him. You see the body shudders, like alive. The way how electricity makes your muscle spasm and contract. The electricity running through him kind of gives his body life in a way. But you see that the convulsing starts from where you put your hands. It kind of ends with just like his head as his mouth plops open, his eyes kind of roll forward. You hear a kind of like a rasp as breath is forced through lungs and a trachea that is no longer operational. Why have you called me back?
So is it the corpse actually moving, or is it just like
Corpse is like twitching in a very unnatural way.
right? It'll be real quick. You can go back to wherever you were before if you just answer a few questions.
Okay, I will also say the spell specifies you have time to ask it 5 questions.
So you pick very carefully, per the spell.
Okay.
Yes.
So, in character, would we have deliberated this sooner? Like, should I just ask it, or do you want to like go through this?
I think, well, we chatted about it today on the line, so I think I'm good if you just want to say we talked about it at some point in character and
Okay.
but the only thing is we probably do have to ask about where they're keeping Suli because he doesn't know about that because he's been in prison for 5 years. Although you could ask, like, what are the ring's plans for her? I don't know if he would know that, but
Okay. The first question then, I guess we'll ask about Suli.
What is the wording of the question?
you got this. I believe in you.
Because I feel like if we ask about their plans, I'm just
This is
worried
yes
they're going to
all
tell
over
us
again.
kind of. Yeah, I feel like they're going to tell us kind of like the plans, like that I saw in the vision, where they're going to be like, "Oh, we're grooming her." If we ask him where was she being kept, maybe like at least we'll have like a
she wouldn't have been taken by the time he was in prison, but you could ask
do they plan to keep
where are they planning on? Where does your master plan on taking Suli once she has her or something?
Is it bad to be like, tell us everything you know about Suli and your plans for her?
Is that a question? Just put a question mark at the end. It makes it a question.
Oh boy.
Can you give me the totality of your knowledge?
Of your knowledge, yeah. And then he'll just be like, I can.
Darn
Question
it.
Yeah.
May you?
Oh my
May you? Yeah. That's like a command.
Crying.
So
yeah.
Okay. May you tell us the totality?
No, leave it at you.
Okay.
You can also
Sorry,
answer that
I'm
with
feeling very
I
slap
may.
happy right now. Okay.
That wasn't a complete question, so that doesn't count. What at the time of your membership to the ring, what were all the known plans for Suli?
I don't know who that is.
Fuck.
Okay. I mean, that's weird, but fine.
Maybe he's too low ranking to.
Well, but the thing is, like, everyone in Yasar would know, like, who she is because she's Zisha's daughter. So, like, she has been heavily gossiped about, so that would be weird that he wouldn't know who she is at all.
I'll remind
unless
you
he
that
just like isn't on current events.
I will remind you that the corpse is under no compulsion to tell the truth.
This is true. Wait.
Dang.
Hang on.
Do you have Zone of Truth or?
Well, do I could I do an insight check? But I was also thinking, Speak with Dead is not concentration, so could you cast Zone of Truth on
you
him?
could also cast Zone of Truth. You could do that actually, yeah.
The creature be subject to that? I don't know if it counts.
I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You have brought me back to play Truth or Dare. Okay.
Yeah, just per the spell, they are not under. They have no. You don't have to give you a truthful answer. If
yeah.
Okay. What if I didn't?
You can make an insight check though. You guys can make those insight checks if you want.
Yeah, I mean, for sure will do that because that's for sure weird. I feel like, just like to not know who she is at all. Let's see. Insight?
Yeah.
I'm not great at that. Certainly not.
Don't worry, Ruby's got it.
Ruby's got it.
Ruby's got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
In the bag.
Sure.
In the bag. Therapy. Let's go.
Cool.
Hard to get insight on a corpse that is just twitching in animation. But you do know some things about this person. You know that they left the ring for one reason or another.
Yeah.
And you know that he was scared of them at the end.
And then I'm just gonna remind him, like, hey, dude, it's in your best interest to tell us the truth, because I can cast the spells many times as I want. So if you don't want to prolong this,
It's
I
true.
recommend
She
you
can
tell the
also
truth.
turn you into a zombie if you make her angry.
Roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not encountered the spell before, so he doesn't know that you actually cannot do that.
Be intimidated.
Yeah, he can't learn new information, right? He doesn't understand anything has happened since he died. He can't really think about the future at all. It's just things that it knew at the time. He can lie, but yeah, I mean, you say that, but it's not a question. You know what I mean? So are you just gonna re-ask the question, but with a threat this time, or?
No, I just want, like, because our insight is so low. Could Zisha? Oh, her insight.
Sure. Let me roll for her. Okay.
Please be insightful.
He walks up to the corpse, kind of squats down to be eye level with it. And she says, "You were afraid of them. You were afraid of her. You don't have to lie to protect them anymore. They can't hurt you anymore. But if you have felt so threatened by them that they haunted your nightmares, then perhaps by telling us information, we'll be able to use it to take them down. There must have been a reason that you left." But she's not going to ask the question because I want you guys to have all your questions.
Okay. Next question. Where are the ring's headquarters?
You see the eyes flicker over to Zisha as she finished saying that, then to you as you ask that question. And he says, "Barvault. If they took someone, they probably went to the Ivory Vault. That's where they took the lost one."
This is so cool. What does Salok have against these spells? These are very useful spells.
My soul is
This
in
one in
pain.
particular.
This is an unnatural state of
You're
being.
fine. You're
It
fine.
feels like I'm dying all over again, but in slow motion.
You know,
Unnatural.
Here's some karma chips for you. You know, you're doing good.
You want
Oh
a good
fuck,
berry?
this shit's tasty. Okay.
Okay.
Who would be against this?
So stupid.
Bringing me back to life with a dinner? I'm in.
I get to talk shit in the afterlife. This rules.
Okay. Next question. How do members of the ring identify one another? Like, are there any codes or handshakes, garments of clothing? I know you have the tattoo, obviously, but
All of us know the identities of the others. When the master was around, she would inform us of new recruits.
okay. very vulnerable to people disguising themselves as current members. That I feel like that'd be our only way to get in. Then I
can do that
not.
for sure.
Okay.
But also vulnerable to, I feel like, deceit. I mean, what if someone disguised themselves as the master and was like, hey, this person is cool?
Right, and then how would they know? Like, is it a newsletter you get? Is there a meeting?
It's a listserv.
Jessica's a pretty powerful spellcaster. You'd imagine she can just cast sending.
Okay, so
At 5th level too, so she says it all in battle rap.
okay.
Okay, well that was our first 3. But yeah, I definitely feel like something about what made you want to leave the ring or something.
Okay. I think that'd be good, yeah. So what caused you to Is it cheating if I say and? Like, what caused you to join the ring, and what caused you to leave the ring?
Joined. I believed in the master. When she left, it all went downhill. The plan they have around the choosing, they are playing with everyone's lives.
Okay. Should we follow up on the choosing thing?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise the island's gonna blow up.
Okay. So, what were these plans around the choosing? And I don't think he'd know anything about Beta, huh?
I don't think Beta
What
specifically.
What are there specific plans?
Are the
for
plans
any
for
of
the chosen?
Yes. Plans for the chosen. I forget the first part of the question, but you know. Get the gist.
The new master wants more power. They're demanding a tithe, an offering from the clan leaders. If they refuse, the chosen will be murdered whenever the choosing occurs. If they agree, there will be protected, ensuring their success. Apparently, the ring found details about the plan. About the choosing, some journal that was stolen by our resident thief.
And that's all the questions you can ask.
Wait, he said the last thing, like, that didn't, well, assuming like that's true, like every plan that did not pay would suffer. So then hands.
Yeah. So obviously he can't get into a whole dramatic speech about what was going on. Right? These answers are supposed. That's actually probably longer than he should be able to say. But essentially, what he's communicating to you is that the clan leaders are getting bribed, more like blackmailed, like ransomed almost. Like, we can kill when the choosing happens. The next one, whenever it happens, we have the ability to kill your chosen whenever we feel like it. So if you don't want that to happen, give us X, Y, and Z, whatever they're demanding, whatever that happens to be, whether it's money or like resources or whatever, support for something, I don't know. But that is the threat. We will kill your chosen if you do not comply. We will protect them if you do.
And
From
Betta's
that,
clan was like super poor, right? And like not in good favor, so they probably didn't have anything to give.
Most likely.
Ooh,
I mean,
God.
how long ago was this though? I mean, it could have been forever ago because the last time we had choosing was 500.
Like 500 years ago, yeah.
So
I
it
mean,
could have dated back a while.
yeah.
Is Yeska here that old?
Yeska is that old.
Astrid was
And
there at the last choosing. Wait, no, that was
Okay.
2 choosings ago. That was two ago.
yeah, so she's been around for 2 of them. You know who I wonder was around for the last choosing was Portia, because I feel like she's like about that old. I wonder if she was like a chosen once, like when she was younger. But I don't know. I don't know why it would matter.
That'd be wild.
What are the chances
We
of
could-
that?
Definitely talk with her.
That would be a parallel. Crazy.
I doubt it. No way.
No shot,
That
right?
sounds like something stupid like Fate.
That's dumb.
Yeah, we hate
That's
that.
fate. Fate is fake.
We fight that.
Yeah. But we're not as cool as destroying Destiny. We'll never be as cool.
No.
Hashtag
That's-
Destiny Destroyers.
Yeah.
We should have ended it with it. We could do this. Well, we're going to do
Now,
this.
but now we can do
You can
this.
do-
We've done
You can do
cooler.
fate, fight,
How do you do
turn,
it?
Oh,
Z.
no.
There you go.
You're going down, Red Wraith.
Yes.
Fate style.
You made them
Asterisk.
snap
Fate,
their hands
fire, Z.
in a Z formation.
Why do we need a hand?
Fate fighter.
It's the
It's a
asterisk.
Z snap.
Asterisk. Fate fighters.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! It doesn't work with the asterisk. Okay,
Oh,
instead of this, it's
wait.
instead of this, it's like ha ha. That's an asterisk. It's
Ha,
like
ha, 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 ha.
Oh.
That's really
Really good.
catchy.
just the most convoluted shit. It's really like a callback to when you guys were like, let's do poses for the B5.
Oh my god, we did.
Oh, but don't.
I think that was the
No,
I think that was
we
the
need-
strongest we ever were as a team. And you weren't even a part of it, Alok.
Ruby wasn't either. Ruby didn't want to do
Yeah,
it.
it was just me and Buru, honestly.
Yeah, really.
Strongest
This
we
was
ever
like
were.
this.
Yeah.
Ruby was there. She was a participating.
Yeah, but her
Yeah.
whole thing was being what wasn't it like bored or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
I feel like it was a good contrast.
Also, you hit the nail on the head, by the way. That you can only have one follower active at a time.
I think it's
Because-
fair.
It's kind of what I
Because-
figured.
If Nico stayed, then you wouldn't be 5. You'd be 6. So
Something came up. I have to leave.
One of us would have to die and become an NPC or something.
Yeah,
you go.
dramatically. Or
Uh,
you would have
play
to
as you.
start playing as Nico and do
Yeah.
level by 1.
Right.
Oh, by 2 actually. Okay. So, that business being concluded, unless you guys can't ask it any more questions, that's kind of weird that you can only ask up to 5 questions. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
makes
But then what
sense.
does
Like,
he
you
do
don't want
then?
to use too many.
like, why is the duration 10 minutes if you can only ask it 5 questions?
Well,
It's just
because,
in the
well,
spell.
specifically what happened here. Oh, what do I ask him? What do I ask him? It's specifically.
I guess
it's for D&D groups.
Yeah.
It would be-
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that
it
it's
would
makes
be
like
too
not
sense.
an
strong
in-world thing, it's a game thing.
Yeah. It
Well,
would be too
I mean,
strong otherwise.
What is asking a question though? Like if I were to just talk, he
Tell me
was
more
to
about that.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
what
you
if-
got to realize that the creature itself, like, the thing that you're talking to, isn't the creature; it's the memories of that creature. So they don't actually have like a consciousness or anything.
Okay,
like
but
that.
like, hear me out. You bring him back to life to ask some questions. Then you just constantly cast command.
But it's not the
It's
creature; it's
not-
the
it's not
consciousness.
a thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I didn't think Zone of Truth would work. Although it is cool. So
Okay, so eventually you gather that this was the plan of the ring, or at least the new regime, given that Yeska has apparently left. And Yeska mentioned that as well, that she's not doing it anymore, she's not leading it anymore. Whatever Yeska's like goal was with the ring,
or like why she started it, what her motives were, and what they were trying to accomplish while she was in charge, it's not in effect any longer. And this guy, Varric, was just a person who decided, I was kind of like for the cause before. I believed in Yeska, I believe in the Master, and now that she's gone, we're doing some fuck shit, and I'm not really down with it anymore. But he also knows that they're very powerful, and so he was always looking out for himself. He just couldn't support that plan of like, we're gonna essentially allow entire cities to burn if they don't do what we want them to, which is what they're doing right now, which is what happened to the Brass Hands. It's what happened in Tora. So that's what's kind of going on with that. You got that information. And I think we're just gonna try to breeze through these next parts. Suma, I think, leaving Ruby after you have to go pick up that ring at some point, right?
I do, yeah. I have to do it secretly.
Okay. What excuse do you give to Ruby and Zisha? So you guys kind of gather that information. You can discuss it amongst yourselves. What do you say to get out of this?
I think okay. I think I actually want I want Ruby to actually come with me. I'm gonna use Ruby as my excuse. I'm gonna say to Ruby, didn't you have some other things you needed to pick up at the apothecary?
You sending me signals? Otherwise, because I would otherwise say like, no.
I'm like giving you like I turned away from Zisha. I'm like giving you an eyebrow, like just go along with that kind of look.
Yes, yes. I have to pick up some,
I think it was
I mean,
like a potion of greater healing or something they made for you.
there are some components I need to get. She doesn't
Right,
know that you
right.
don't need to put components together, so.
You see, Zisha says, that may come in handy for our incoming struggles. We are to fight an illithid, correct?
That seems to be on the menu.
We may need it.
Don't worry. Well,
Okay.
I suppose Ruby and I'll make our way downtown and we'll meet you at the Shadeskimmer dock when we're ready, I suppose.
Understood. I need to go speak. I couldn't find Kai earlier. He's been missing since last night, apparently. So I need to find him and pass down some orders.
Okay.
Cool. Zisha parts ways with you all. I think she kind of knows some trickery is happening here, but it's kind of like has other stuff to deal with
No.
right now.
You mean my line
'cause-
wasn't totally
I don't know if
okay?
it was Suma or Ruby going, yes, the potion.
It was,
Potion for Cusco.
Yes.
Potion.
Cusco potion.
it's gotta be a mixture of that and also, from what it sounds like, Suma turned 180 degrees to like go.
Just goes, yes, like a Skyrim NPC.
Yeah. Oh God.
By the way, the potion at the apothecary.
Mhm.
Suma,
Cool.
you've changed a lot since you've met these people.
I know.
Yeah. So, before we cover, we're just gonna grab the ring real quick. Like, is there anything Gala and Alok want to do, before this? Do you guys do you stop by and tell them where you're going, like, or we're meeting here, or, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, on our way, as Ruby and I are leaving, I'll try to stop by the lads' rooms and let them know where to meet us when we're ready to go.
Where are you off to?
Ruby and I are just popping back into the apothecary for a quick item.
Okay. If you need money for potions or anything, I can pitch in.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no worries,
actually,
I've got
we
money.
could. No, we might need more.
How much do you know?
What's a greater healing potion? 150?
I thought it was 200, but maybe.
I don't know. Never bought one before.
I think it's
Take-
200. 150, we'll say. 150.
We'll take 200.
Yes.
You'll take 200? Okay, that's more
200,
expensive.
Alex.
Now, do I know? Well, no, she's saying from me.
Oh.
Now, do I know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
running price of a greater healing potion? Do I know it's 150?
I'm pretty sure you bought them before, so I think you would know.
Wait,
No,
wait.
we bought them literally at that store yesterday, so.
No, you bought them.
I don't have enough
well,
gold, anyways.
you bought some little ones, but in fucking what's her name, Matilda's.
Mm.
At Matilda's, you bought greater
Okay.
healing potions, right? Right? Because you you guys
Yeah, I
think so,
spent
yeah.
a bunch of potions there.
I
Also,
had
Yeah.
one at a point, and I no longer have one.
Also, I have to BRB, so have this argument
Okay.
real quick. Well,
Okay.
I used to.
Well, I forgot that in our shopping episode, I shopped, and I don't have money, so I can give
Wow.
you 100
Okay.
gold, and I'll be poor.
Okay. No,
No,
it's,
no, it's fine.
You'll never be
okay,
poor,
I
Alok.
guess.
You're rich with friends.
Ruby would say otherwise, apparently, but I mean, it's fine.
I said
Wow,
besides
really?
us. I said besides us.
No,
don't-
you didn't say that actually.
Yes, I did.
Hey,
You
Alok.
said it. You said it after you
Hey, Alok,
realized what
you're
you
my
said.
friend. I just need you to. You're my friend. I got your back. Despite what Suma says, I have your
Ooh,
back.
blush.
All those things
Oh.
I say. Out of
Hey.
earshot of you, Alok, of course.
Hey, guys. Can you give
Oh,
me
should we
more
tell you what we
clones or
should?
something?
Hmm?
Oh.
What? Oh my god, my voice.
Like if it,
I guess we could
Am I better?
buy some if Ayla gives us some money.
Wait,
Ah,
what are we talking about? We're
never mind
killing
then.
somebody?
Never mind.
Oh wait,
then.
didn't you just pick up some merch? You can wear that.
What are we talking about? What's happening?
Wait, Gallet, what was your question? I think it cut out for me.
Ah, it's fine. I'll be my pants.
Yes.
Gallet,
Just
friend,
for clothes.
friends share.
That's right.
What did you
Yeah.
ask? What did you say?
Huh?
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 I'm confused.
Ring of head empty. No thank.
A lot happened this morning. I am out of it.
Yeah.
Currently
Well,
9
go
a.m.
on,
still.
Yep.
Oh,
Man,
guys. Oh, guys.
I did not expect that off the bat.
Nico,
No.
Nico showed up. He wanted to stay here a while. He found out about time and how it kept moving forward.
Hmm.
Can he do that? Or just
He can.
Oof, if he
it seems.
figures that out?
Yeah, no, I thought maybe it's something to do with the wood on his necklace.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe.
right.
Wait, I'm confused.
I'm
I
back.
think it's just because like he probably died at some point and like
But no one's
respawned.
Well, that's crazy, Alok. Who would not be able to tell that time has passed? People check their calendars.
Wait, we were talking in character.
I thought we
My
were.
bad. I didn't realize.
I
That's my
think we
bad.
are.
Oh, filled it in on Nico. I see.
Can't you
And
tell
then-
my iconic Gallet Abate voice?
Gal, you do sound like yourself. That's true. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ever since this morning, I've just been constantly out of the fourth wall, and it's really weird.
Well, you dealt with
Aw.
death. You know how.
That's
it
true.
is.
It does. Yeah.
That
Like-
breaks
Yes,
the
Steve.
fourth wall.
Yeah.
That's the
Maybe I'm
second
just
stage of grief. Yeah.
yeah, fourth wall breaking. Yeah.
Anger
Okay.
in the fourth wall.
So,
Well,
I think has everything been settled? Are you guys ready to go to like pick up the ring and other stuff?
They can go.
also briefly just tell you about what happened with the anime dead and like.
Oh,
that-
yeah, oh, that's important, yeah.
Okay,
Whoa,
filling them
that's
in.
cool.
It's-
It was
Okay.
great though.
I'm sorry,
Y'all should have
Alok.
been there.
You should have. Maybe we should have. Oh well.
I mean, it's not like it's toxic to me to hear it. I understand its use. I just prefer to not be. Oh. You can do you, Ruby. I can't control your life.
Right?
It's also important to Suma. So
So Suma and Ruby, you guys head down to the jewelers, back to Ivory, the little jeweler store in the higher end district of the Spire. Suma, you walk up. You see that the closed sign is still there. Alejandro has not returned.
But kind of as you stand there, kind of awkward. Do you knock or do you like wait or what do you do?
First I turn to Ruby and I just say, now before we go in, before you see what all I'm picking up, you have to give me your vow of silence.
Okay. I did pick up the spell silence, but
You pinky promise.
I will pinky promise.
All
Do
right,
you
you
think
must
this
not speak of
requires
this to
pinky
anyone.
promises?
I think
It's
this
that
requires
serious.
a pinky. It's that serious, Ruby.
I like my pinky. Okay. Sure.
Okay. And then I will knock on the door.
You knock on this door, which is like this it's like plated in this like white metal, and just this little like sliding open window thing set pretty low on the door because it's built for a dwarf. Um, you see it's like lined in like gold, and then slides open, and you see Ivory, Madame Ivory, with her like inspecting refracting lens goggles thing still on. She goes, well, look who finally came back. I'm so excited to show you what I've done. Thing closes. The door opens, and you see Ivory kind of like scampering over to behind her little desk there. She says, "Well, come on in, come on in."
I'm ready. I'm excited to see what you've done.
You see, she takes a very beautiful, ornate ring box. Um, it is like you know how they're like kind of like lined with like velvet, and on the outside there's kind of like embedded gems along the sides. She says, "This was an old thing that somebody dropped off. Apparently broke off their engagement or whatever. Anyway,
Oh.
here." It is exactly to your specifications. She opens it, and Ruby from over Suma's shoulder, I guess under Suma's shoulder,
Okay.
you look because she's holding it dwarf height,
Standing.
right? So you can see what's happening.
I'm standing on top of the jewelry case, so.
Okay, cool. You have immediately. You see, Madame Avery goes, "Yeah, let's go get a better look. Life is hard for us dwarves. Things aren't built for us very often." Um, opens the ring box, and you behold like an extremely beautiful ring. And being an aficionado of gems and precious stones, you immediately recognize that this is the work of a master craftsman. Suma, you are dazzled by the fact that Madame Ivory has made this exactly how you. It's strange because she didn't make it how you specified. She made it how you imagined it, if that makes sense. In that way where you can tell somebody what to do, but it's like you have a certain thing in your head. She made the thing that was in your head. It is perfect.
This is absolutely beautiful. You did amazing work. Thank you.
Well, I didn't sleep a single wink making sure I got this done, but
Sleep all day today on me. You deserve it.
Wording.
phrasing. She says, "Listen, true love is the rarest gem in the world. Now, when the first time you see that shine in somebody's eyes, you best treat it well. So I treated it well. Whoever you're giving this to, the lucky person, I hope they recognize what a gem they have in you."
Thank you.
It's not her, right? Because I said the whole
No.
stuff in front of her.
No,
I
would
assume
I bring the person I'm going to propose to pick up the ring?
people are
No.
weird. I'm not here to judge. Sometimes people do that, you know?
No, I'm far too traditional for that.
I grab Suma.
Oh my god.
Love. And
Well,
your imagination is not big enough for our interspecies relationship, inter-height relationship.
hey, listen. I'm not one to judge, all right? Dwarves and elves, they can be together. I call them ladder relationships. In that the dwarf always kind of has to bring a ladder around in case they want to go for a smooch. It's a very common thing that has happened all the time. Hey, it's beautiful. Whatever you two got going
I'm
on,
just
beautiful.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank
Um,
God, because I really couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I was looking, I was
Yeah, no,
searching, and
no.
I couldn't find it. But
Listen,
that's great. Listen, whoever the lucky person is,
eternal relationship.
and for anniversaries and stuff, if you ever want to get them like earrings or maybe a necklace or something, it'll
We'll
come to you,
definitely
right?
think of you anytime.
I do have a question. We dwarves are a little superstitious, and I don't know about the. I don't know whether it's a good idea to have the box come from a couple whose engagement was broken off. Just a little bit superstitious, but that's.
Oh yeah, this is just for show mostly. Would you like a different one? It's just the one I had closest on hand. We have a couple other ones that are more plain.
If Ruby, if
Would
you
you like
think
to
that's
use a
best,
box?
yes, I think I would like a box, but if this one gives you bad vibes, Ruby, I think I'll take a different one.
Okay, well, some of the cheaper ones are only 5 gold if you can
How
chip in
about
for
this
that.
one? There's one that is encrusted in all kinds of jewels, and she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You want to go for like the most expensive one? She's like,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
how
How
about
much
this
is
one?
that one?
That would cost more than the ring cost. So I don't know if you want
Oh,
that one in particular.
goodness me. No,
You want just like a plain black box, or
I
maybe a
think
gold one, or white, or what color are you thinking?
silver? You got today silver.
Yeah, I got that. So
Let's
she, it just costs an extra 5 gold. It's not the nicest thing in the world. There's definitely much more expensive options, but if you want to spend more, you can get a nicer one. But
No.
the main attraction is the ring, anyway.
Yeah.
So, she says, "Well, thank you so much for your business. I hope they say yes,
Thank you.
or I may have to kill him personally because, listen,
I'll let you know.
Madam Ivory does not make rings for folks who say no. All
Well,
right.
if they said no, I'd have to give it back to you, and that would just be a tragedy. So
It would be real tragic. It breaks my. I mean, it does happen. It does happen. It's just it breaks my heart when it does. So I try to pretend it doesn't. Anyway, take care.
Well, thank you for your work.
Right. Cool. So you guys head out. Eventually, you guys meet over at the Shade Skimmer docks. Also, Liz, did you ever think of a name, or should I come up with a name for what the bats are actually called?
Oh, you didn't like jump bats?
Uh,
No, I don't know.
Wait, jump bats is really good. What? That's funny.
We'll just call them shades, because if the riders are called shade skimmers, maybe it makes sense to just call them shades.
If it
Shade
matters,
bat.
there's a creature called Shades in D&D.
Oh fuck, Jumbats. Okay, so you guys go to the Jumbat boarding station. You walk up, and you see there's like a very elderly drow, kind of like working, kind of like the one that takes care of the bats that haven't bonded to a rider yet. You see he turns over and he says, well. Looking for a Jumbat to ride?
We'll need a couple of them. I've got these fine folk here, and Captain Zisha, she's here. Although I don't know if she has her own at this point.
Captain Zisha keeps her own personal Jumbat up in the castle. Um, uh, she had mentioned that there would be people arriving. I did not think that they would be outsiders. This is very unusual.
Yes, well, we're an unusual lot. You just tell us what the best arrangement will be.
Well, as you may know, the bats choose the riders and not the other way around. So, if I cannot make one of them take you on as their rider if they do not agree to it, So you will have to talk to them personally and see if anybody has a match. I will say that although uncommon, a jump bat can carry up to two people. Um, although only one rider. So if the rider is incapacitated in any way, the second passenger will not be able to take over the reins, so as it were.
Okay, got it.
Right.
Put Gala on one.
Lead the way.
Okay. You see, he takes you down. Just kind of like it's almost like a miniature cave that has been allowed to kind of like remain uncarved here with like kind of holes in the roof for the bats to like fly in through and then leave out through. um uh there are like kind of like murals carved on the outsides of it, kind of like almost like a picture history of like the ancient drow first taming, not taming, but like first making an agreement with the jumbats, the Yumbats, as we would pronounce it here in Yasa.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it is actually pronounced Yumbat. But the young folk, they are losing the accent. They are now saying Jumbat. I do not understand it. Um, you pass down kind of this hall into this massive cavern, up upon which there are like roosts carved in whichever one comes from the ceiling. I always forget. Um, and you see, he says, you know, most of the Yombats uh, already have riders. It is, but the ones that live here have been mm, problematic, perhaps you would say, or just very picky, or just sometimes people do not want to ride them because you have to connect telepathically with these creatures, and so he's kind of explaining it to the people who he assumes doesn't know anything about the stuff. Um, um, and some may find it to be grating. It depends on the personality of the bat. But you see, I can call them in. And you see, he takes like a little like whistle, and blows on it. But it's like the kind of thing where it's like a dog whistle where it doesn't have like a frequency that you can hear. But you see the bats like kind of flutter down. Um, and these are not like regular. They're pretty massive. They could conceivably like have two people riding on them. Those two people were like relatively small in size, um, uh, uh, about the size about the size of a horse, but with wings. Like from a size perspective, you see that they have very finely um, cared for kind of like outer fur, these massive wings, the backs of which have like intricate patterns of like there's like it's like dark blue fur but with like some purple kind of like crisscrossing around it in the way that animals have like natural kind of markings upon their fur, like sometimes for mating purposes, sometimes for camouflage purposes. This seems more to be just like an aesthetic thing for them, the way that animals kind of develop certain aesthetics that are most pleasing to each other's mates, like peacocks. Um, and you see that their eyes are closed. They are blind, like the high priestesses of Yasar. So they keep them closed. So they kind of always look like they're sleeping a little bit. It's kind of cute. Um, you see, so you each want one.
I mean, I'd be happy
think
to have
so.
more than one, but
I'm down. I'm down to have a
Just
bat hate me.
Yeah,
there's
what's a special one?
there's 5 of you.
I want the banged
Um,
up ratty one. I want the one that doesn't
I'm-
he's like dirty or scarred. I want the one that doesn't fit.
You see one like it's like flying a little lopsided because like one wing is
Yeah.
like shorter than the other, kind of like almost like bumps into something and then settles in front of you, Gallet. And you see the keeper of the bats kind of goes, this one actually very easy to bond with. It's just most people do not have the patience for it. I don't think that you want to ride that one.
What's his or her name?
His name is Scruffles.
Scruffles?
Scruffles.
Scruffles. Hey, Scruffles.
Yeah, and you look and you see that there is like kind of on the underside of the throat is like a shaggy mane of like unkempt hair. There's like 50,000 cowlicks in that thing. I have tried to comb it out. We do try to like take care of these bats, but this thing is like uh uh Gallet. So you cast the spell Speak with Animals, but these bats are telepathic. They can communicate
Oh.
with you, right?
But can it? I have head of no think with ring. Does that prevent that?
Oh, right.
You're
Oh,
right.
shit.
Well, it can't read your mind, but it can talk to you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you hear in your head as this noble beast closes its wings and kind of walks up in front of you. You hear, "So, are you gonna be my rider?"
Ruffles, I would be honored to be your rider. I need someone like you. You look like you can do the things I need done. You look like you can go through some wars.
Are you for serious?
Scruffles, letting you know right here, right now. This is gonna be a beautiful friendship.
You really want to choose me? No one ever wants to choose me.
I chose you before you even landed, bro.
No!
Come here, Scruffles.
Scruffles is immediately won over and just starts like nuzzling up against you.
Yeah.
In your mind, you just hear him sobbing. He says, "Listen, I've been in this station for the longest. I've been watching other young bats get picked up and they get taken away and they get to go flying out there with a little rider, and nobody ever warned me."
That's because you were waiting for a better shot, a better chance. This is it. They ain't gonna do half as much as you. We're gonna set records, me and you.
Listen, I've only known you for the past 2 minutes, but I would die for you in an instant.
I got your back and you got mine. Let's
From
soar!
the outside, everybody else just watches both this bat and Dalit crying as they're cuddling each other, just telepathically, because no one can hear any of this, just weeping.
I'll
yeah,
take this one.
I think it's going well.
Happening.
So, you each want one, right? You don't want to like piggyback on the same one. You each like want one for yourselves.
Unless it hates my guts.
Yeah, I'm okay. Like if I don't connect with any of them, then that's fine.
I'll try to.
All right. So you watch as one extremely like jacked looking one, like kind of like it looks like it has like scars, like part of a wing has been like bitten off, perhaps sliced through. It has like a scar across one of its eyes, kind of like raggedy fur, kind of like flies down, lands with power. You see the keeper says, this one in particular has known to be very aggressive. It has, for the longest time, not chosen a rider, although plenty have sought after it due to its strength. It appears to have little respect for all of the drow that have come before and attempted to form a bond with it. But if any of you want to attempt it, I suppose you can.
Look at the other two. Are they making any moves towards it?
I think I look at Ruby first.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at Ruby.
See.
Walk.
Do you want
Okay,
to try?
walk up.
Ruby's the muscle of the group.
You
Doesn't
punch it? Roll
Alright,
the hit.
Ruby dies.
Roll the hit. Roll the hit.
Yes.
No,
You do realize you're
The
bite
bat-
sized, right?
This is how
You're like,
we
this
respect each
is a
other.
snack, not a family
It's gonna pick
meal.
you up and then fly up really high and drop you on
No,
your
you're
ass.
earning its respect, dude.
Exactly. Wait, so this
I'm
is
calling
straight
Peter.
20?
Yeah. Hey guys, look at my
Add
beautiful
your
horses for
strength.
you guys to get. My whole...
Oh, okay.
Add your strength.
Love me!
They're already broken. They've already been broken in.
On an 11, you attempt to punch it, but it senses your intent as you get near it, and it dodges out of the way, and it swings at you with one of its wings. It's gonna roll the hit. You're wearing your armor right now, right?
Yes.
whips a wing out at you, and you block it with your shield. And you see as you make contact like that, it holds like pushing against you as you stand your ground. It rolled a 14, but that's not enough to meet your AC. Your AC is nuts right now. You hear in your head, "Who are you?"
I don't want to say your worst nightmare. um,
Say what you want, girl.
Do it.
Your most
I will
mild
say
dream.
somebody who knows, who understands the power of strength and independence.
I can sense this. You are an intriguing one. Very few have ever dared to strike me. What is your name?
You can call me Ruby.
Ruby. Well,
And
I am
you?
impressed. Me. My name is Dara.
Dara. We have
Strong name.
Struckles and Dara.
I'm writing it all down. D-A... What's it? Sorry, D-A-R?
Dara.
A.
You see, she says, I had a rider once, but he was weak. I had to drag his corpse back to Yesar in order for him
annoying.
to have his funeral rites. Are you weak, Madame Ruby?
Not if I can help it.
Well, perhaps this may be an interesting partnership. If you can last, that is.
Fair enough. You up to carrying a slightly fur-heavy dwarf woman around?
Eyes, shape, experience. These things are all meaningless. Yombats, they're blind for a reason. Because we care only about one thing, the strength of the mind. And your mind is strong. I can sense that. Even as I probe into it, I see walls everywhere. Shields. Even the one pressing against my wing right now. I've stopped applying pressure, yet you still maintain your stance. You are a guarded person, and also an aggressive one. It is interesting. A warrior through and through. Come. We will wage great war together.
And then I'm like, in a show of weird affection, I'm like, oh god. And then I just like throw my arms around their neck. And I'm just like,
This feels out of character from what I saw in your mind, but it kind of feels nice, so I'm going to,
You see, Dara gives you a bit of a hug with her wings, and you get a closer look at all the scars on her. You hear in your mind,
I took a lot of punishment attempting to defend my previous rider. Am I going to have to protect you in the same way, or can you handle yourself?
what says you're not gonna hold me back? Or who says you're not gonna hold me back?
I
I'm
like
also a
you.
healer, so just try not to slow me down, okay?
Okay, that'll be
I'll be
sick.
fine.
Let's do it.
okay.
Yes.
Very, very different from the Scruffles interaction. Um, Among kind of the bats that have dropped down is this very a bit on the smaller side, but a very regal looking bat. It's kind of like its head held high, looking around, kind of chest a little bit puffed out, like trying to look like very like
I'm a bat, baby. Kind of a vibe. Just chilling there. Hasn't approached any of you in particular. Is anybody eyeing that one?
Yeah. I beeline
It sounds
for
like
that
yours.
one.
Yeah.
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 You look proud, my friend.
What reason is there not to be proud? I am a Yumbat, among the most regal and dignified species in the entire world, so... What
Oh my
is
god,
there
hang on,
to
this is
not
out of
be
character.
proud
I just
about?
Telekinetically,
I just-
he's just making that laugh as a bat.
Very
Oh my god,
disturbing.
Yeah, oh,
I'm
it's not that bad.
crying.
It's just like some bat chittering. It's like,
Yeah, Sounds like a penguin.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
um, sorry, I'm losing it.
I broke Liz. Hell yeah.
Oh my
That was
god,
pretty
the
good.
fucking chuckle. Okay, I'm back. Whew.
what happened to
Um,
you? Were you taken aback by my brilliance?
Yeah, I think Sue is also cackling. To be
Oh, God.
honest, just like, uh, good sir. Do you have a name?
So, my name is Reginald.
Yes.
Reginald. Right. Well, Reginald. Uh, you know what? Give me just a moment. Walk away.
Oh my god.
Hey, look. I think you should just go.
Like leave?
No, pick a
Bye.
bet, please.
Pick a bet. Well, I thought that was your bet.
I need a minute.
Okay. Well, what's the fourth one? What's behind the fourth curtain?
You look around. Give me a perception check.
There's an albino one with
It's,
your name on it.
I feel like it's stealthy, so probably not
Stealthy.
albino. Oh, wow, it's nothing like me. Oh, you said perception?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Rolling high today. Jesus.
He's running so high today. You look around, kind of like not really like finding anything appealing about the other bats that have congregated down here, and you notice one that never left its roost. One that almost looks like it's like trying not to be noticed. However, it notices you noticing it, and you hear in your head, at a whisper, because there's a kind of a distance between you. You hear, "Man, can't you like leave me alone? I'm trying not to be seen right now."
Well, I get that. I'm sorry. I don't know. You're like
No, it's cool. I'm sorry. That was super rude. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I mean it's fine. I understand that feeling, but
The
like
worst
you're the
relationship.
last. you're just the last one, and
Yeah, no, I like try to keep it that way. I mean, like I want a rider, obviously, but it kind of just like every time somebody comes to like pick somebody up, it's always like this big show about it.
well,
Everyone's being like so fake down there. They're like, "Oh, look at me. Oh, I'm Reginald." Like he doesn't even really talk like that. Like he does that. Like he puts that on like for show.
is that what
Like,
he sounded like?
Yeah, that's what he sounds
Oh,
like. That was a
that
pretty
makes a lot
spot
more
on
sense.
impression.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like I can't get
Well,
behind that. And
you want me to go over there then, so that way it's not like a big display over here in front of everyone else. You know, we can.
oh, you want to come over here?
Like, I guess I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
I mean, we can do this like
Here,
at a distance.
I'll make my way over there and they won't notice me. I'll just quietly make my way over and we'll just you know
Yeah, roll stealth.
I'll stealth. Okay. Are we in the dark?
You are in the dark. Yeah, you're in the cave for sure.
Wait, I have a thing for advantage now, right? Did I get that?
Yeah, you got that. You bought that as well. You have advantage and like +2 and then +10 from expertise.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I have advantage,
natural ones.
and it's also +2,
Ah,
so
darn
it's
it.
29.
Yeah. So you see in your head the bat goes, I thought you were gonna come up. Oh no, you are coming over, dude. That was like super stealthy.
Thank you. So
I kind of like do the same thing sometimes because like all the other bats they like to like gather around and like do stupid stuff, but like I kind of just like sitting in the back and like chilling out.
oh, nice. You got any Red Bull or? I'm kidding.
I do actually. That's what they feed us.
Nice.
It's Red Bulls. They're smaller down here in the Underdark, so we can eat them.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I'm just yanking your chain, dude.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I heard this guy in Dude, Where's My Car? He was definitely in that movie.
He was probably like half the cast. Okay, so what do we do? Is there like a thing we do? Do I just get on your back? Are you okay with that? Are we cool?
I don't know. Are we
Did I
cool?
mess up?
Do you think? No, did I mess up? I'm sorry.
No.
I don't
No,
remember
you're
feeling
fine.
this.
Wait.
Wait, are you fine?
Yeah, wait.
Should you get on your back, dude?
Should I just get on your back then and should we like
Oh.
how do I I don't know, is there a saddle? Is there a saddle?
Yeah, you see that over time, the bats have developed like a small little indentation, kind of like in the curvature of like where their fur is. That is like a little bit like more comfortable to sit on, because it's kind of like a co-evolution type thing, of like dogs. When we evolved with dogs, they became more and more like the traits that we like to see in a dog, and like in any species that co-evolves with humans, like things become a certain way over time. And you see, because yeah, I mean, if you're really okay with that, like I'm not really as brave as the other bats here. They're all kind of like very gung ho about like fighting and stuff. So like,
That's fine. We'll stay in the back whenever there's problems, We'll just
okay,
avoid
okay,
that.
I would like that. If that's cool with you, yeah, you can hop on.
Okay. Do you want to like ride over to them or what that is that too flashy?
You want to just like go for a quick joyride?
Uh
Yeah,
well
that's
Like
very
away,
forward, dude.
like away from
that's
everyone.
well I'm
Like in a dark alley.
They're never gonna leave. They're
that
never gonna leave
sounds
tables. They're gonna stay here forever.
like an unnecessary danger.
Stupid. I just kind of like want
No,
to
no,
be
you're
in the crowd.
we can do it. It's fine.
No, it's fine. No, we'll stay here. It's
We'll just we can just hang out here until they're ready to go.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
This is just
And Alex is sitting there like,
We're just
Oh,
back to the same relationship with Miela.
Yeah, well, it's
What's
different.
what's
He's
your
just
name,
awkward
by the way?
overall with anyone. Oh yeah, it's Alok. What's your name?
Oh, cool. My name's Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah.
That's a really cool name.
Shadow.
Thanks. Yours is cool too.
It's funny. For some reason, when Gallit's bat was introduced, I thought its name was gonna be Shadow. I don't know why. So, it's funny that this one was.
Ruffles.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, so everyone has a bat except Suma so far.
He is sitting on like a rock somewhere, just like head in his hands.
There's other bats, by the way. You don't have to take Reginald's if you don't
he-
want to.
He summons Bella, I think.
If you don't, I'll hate you forever. Just saying.
Hi. She goes, oh my
Hey.
god. There's
Yeah, big, right?
they're so big.
I know.
I'm so small.
That's right. Bella, I need help. I'm stumped.
What's going on?
I need to bond with one of these bats, and I'm conflicted. There's this one. I went over to talk. I feel like there's more to him than meets the eye, but I don't know how to break through that exterior shell. just need some advice. What do you think? You're a bat.
Well, I am a bat. I'm not really like these bats, though. They look like they're important, or they want people to see them and stuff like that. My kind of bat, we like to not be seen. We like to hide because we're afraid of, people eating us or things eating us. I think that if you feel like this other bat, whatever their name is hiding themselves, it's because they're scared of something.
That's very wise.
Oh, I just know bat stuff.
Don't talk down about yourself, Bella. You're extremely smart, and I enjoy having you around.
Aww.
I honestly miss our little chats back on the ship. You in your nest and me at my desk.
Yeah, in the cushion corner.
Yeah, it's really soft in there. God, okay. Here I go. Wish me luck. You want to come?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go back to Reginald.
You walk back and you hear, "Oh, so you've returned! Of course, to behold the magnificence that is Reginald. I am by far the best bat Yumbat in this entire cavern."
You know what, Reginald? I think you just may be. But in order for you to become truly best bat in this cavern, you're going to have to drop the act.
Whatever do you mean? There's no act here. I am simply very well put together, unlike these other ruffians.
Over here. Come on.
Hesitantly comes over.
Now that we're away from all the others.
Moved a few feet.
What is all this?
What do you mean? I am simply a very well put together bat because that is what people want to see, is it not? One can hardly expect to attract a rider to bond with if one is lacking in manners or presentation, of course.
You know what? I lack a lot of things. And so, I've got to be honest, I don't know if I could bond with a bat who's got everything. I'm a little bit of a mess myself, and I don't need someone who's put together. Not all the way, at least.
Well, if that's the case, then I suppose I can talk normally, then.
I much prefer that.
You see the bat's kind of like shoulders, kind of like lower. Looks up at you, blind, but you can feel him like in your mind, kind of like probing around very carefully, so as to not like shock you or disturb you. You see, Reginald says, "It's been a long time since I've had a rider. It is, I'm one of the older bats here. I think that, folks want younger, more capable bats to ride upon. They find that very...
It's glamorous, isn't it?
It is. It's more glamorous. I primp and I preen, and I thought that it would help. It's actually been some time since we've been presented to anybody. I thought that I would spruce myself up and reinvent myself in order to make myself more attractive, but your words, they speak true.
This
This
is
is a
kind of
jolly tune, isn't
wholesome.
it?
The
but a
music
little
that
too-
plays when you accept yourself.
Yeah, but I sense the truth in your words.
Megachiroptera.
I suppose I was just so tired of being rejected for being me that I decided to be someone else.
That I understand. I tried being someone else for a little while, and it was fun while it lasted, but I think it's always better to be who you are. And then when you are accepted, it's all the sweeter because you don't have to try for anything. You don't have to keep up a facade. You don't have to do anything. It's effortless.
I would like to put less effort into being. That would be nice. Well, if you would do me the honor of finally freeing me from this place, I will promise you that I will not fail you.
I can promise that, but you don't have to. I. This is Bella, by the way. He's also my companion.
Hello there, little bat. Hi, big bat. I see that you are a friend to our kind. That is heartwarming.
I just wanted to introduce you two because I think, well, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you could both use each other's companionship.
That's so.
I'm not
Well,
looking for much I'm not looking for anything beyond. I don't have any expectations, Reginald. Is that your name, really?
well, it is, but most people call me Reggie.
Okay.
I just
Reggie.
thought that Reginald seemed more formal, but it's also the full name.
It's very elegant. I don't have any expectations. I just I like to have a friend. If you're willing to be that, then you're enough for me.
I would be honored to be that, Master.
You get 2 for 1.
Hi, Bella says again. Little bat, we have much to speak about. I can tell you're not from the. You see, they start talking. They're like, I can tell you're not from the underdog. Where did you hail from? And then Bella goes, oh, well, actually, I was kidnapped.
Funny story.
And they have this little conversation. You see Scruffles is like, and then the left guy, he was like, oh, you're too silly for me. And I was like, what? Why does everyone have to be so serious all the time? Like, there's time for jokes, right?
Yeah, always time for jokes. I scratch him under his like ruffles because I bet it's really itchy in there.
It is itchy. It's very itchy. And you see Ruby. Dara goes,
Do you see the one over there? The one with the one wing smaller than the other one? I hate that guy.
No.
Hey, it's just like the characters.
I get it.
Incredible. Um,
Start to tell a story about how everyone thought that Susanna had a thing for Gallet, and yeah.
Are you gonna tell Dara that story?
Or
That's
political
ridiculous. Why would anybody ever want? I mean, he's.
What I said.
If he's
What I said.
bonding with Scruffles, that is a very silly man.
I got Scruffles on the floor itching him, and he's like a dog. He's like his legs sticking up.
He's on his belly.
He says his own name like a Pokemon.
Scruffle.
So best NPC I made so far. You see, you guys have all your stuff ready, and you guys have there's like a little like kind of a ritual binding process that you have to go to. So you have like like there's like getting the consent to bond from both parties, of like choosing each other, but there's also like a little bit of like a formality of like the keeper kind of teaches you. It involves like a certain like traditional like walking up, making eye contact, blind eyes, but making eye contact, and then like doing a very deep bow, like hippogriffs in Harry Potter. Um, and then as you guys finish that, you kind of feel the consciousness of your paired bat kind of like mix with yours a little bit, and like that telepathic bond being like kind of cemented. Of like they can speak into your mind, but like now that you can kind of like do it at like much further ranges, like it's not an infinite range. Like if you were like cities away, you wouldn't be able to do it. But kind of like if you're in the same general area, you can always talk to your bat and be like, all right, get your ass over here. I'm in trouble. Yeah.
Would my investment of the chain be able to apply?
I'm gonna hard say no
Okay.
because that seems like it's gonna be a whole thing.
Okay.
Let me double check. Wait, it's not that gives you familiars and stuff. Oh, where you can like poof them out of existence and teleport them back to you.
Specifically that.
No, he's not. This is not a familiar. It's just it's a mount. It's a mount.
Okay.
Yes. You have a telepathic connection with. Wonderful. Soon after, you really don't have to do a lot of the instructions. You don't have to fly the Yumbats because it can read your mind and it knows like, okay, we gotta turn this way now. I know how to do that. So you don't have to like do any like pulling of the reins or anything. It's more like a metaphorical reins. They will take you where you need to go because they know your intentions.
Is this sort of
Who
Aragon?
reads our minds?
What's up?
Wait, what's your thing, Dylan?
Oh, it's like, is this like Aragon?
I love that series.
I never read Aragon. So
It's a good
I'm so
series.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. Just watch the movie. It's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
What was your question, Ryan?
Oh yeah, the rings that Gala and I have, or Gala and Alok have. The block the mind reading. Is that similar? Or is it like, I don't know if telepathy is the same thing. Is that them reading our mind, or is that us transmitting thought to them?
I guess you would just have to tell them, and intentionally tell them what to do.
Yeah.
In your mind, though, but it doesn't require any physical, like having to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, if they get the command, they know what your intentions are, but you do have to open yourself to that. You have to make that connection with them. Cool. So
This music went crazy.
It did at the end there.
Yeah.
With your new mounts in hand, soon Zisha arrives in a very nice looking. You see, it's like outfitted. It has what's the fucking word for when you put armor on a horse? There's a word for that.
Barding, I think.
What's it called?
Barding.
Barding. I think that's what it is.
Sounds right.
Yeah, body armor for war horses, which is
Okay.
It should be boarding because
Yes, like a fully barded out, very regal looking young bat. Kind of boom, Zisha soars down from the sky, arrives. She says, "Wow, you all managed to find a pair. That's impressive."
They didn't
Almost
seem
didn't
that averse
happen,
to
but
it. It seemed like they were
we
all
made it.
pretty much looking for a friendship.
No,
Except
Yeah,
for
that's
Ruby.
true.
Ruby punched hers. Or
You
attempted
It
punched
went
her?
well though. Clearly,
I punched her because I respect her. You see that?
Alok's still like 30 feet away.
You see, Zisha turns to you and goes, "I see why you like her."
Yep, that tracks.
She says, "Very well. This is my young bat. Her name is Talia. Um, I know the way to Coruscant. I know which tunnels we need to take. Are you all ready to depart?"
Alright.
Believe so.
Gruffles, I have to let you know. I
What's
had a
going on?
I had a previous relationship with another mount. His name was Shaggy. We ended on amicable terms, but I just want to let you know beforehand that
Oh,
I've had a previous mount before.
That's fine. That's totally fine. I don't even
Just
care.
to like mess with him, like, oh man, they were like really close.
Yeah,
like,
by the way, you're my second option.
I bet.
That's all I can get though.
What was he, a horse?
Yeah, he went on mysteries after we split up.
I fucking knew it.
Oh my god.
It was consensual, and it was just what fits for us best. Sometimes you have to move on from previous things. Get stronger.
Of course. I understand that. Listen. You're a great writer. It's not surprising that you've had mouths in the past. Understandable. Um,
It means I'm experienced to a degree.
it's yeah, of course. It happened before we met, and it's none of my business.
But it's okay if you have questions. It's just I felt like if for our relationship to be healthy, that you should know. I don't want you to.
How fast could he go?
He could go pretty fast. We're talking about like 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Could he fly though?
Oh no, not at all. He no, not at all.
Loser!
Dude.
Let's fly.
What's the point? Oh, you can go on land faster than normal? Flying is where it's really at.
Yeah, I agree, Scruffles.
Anyway, I'm not threatened at all.
That's good to hear. I'm happy you got a lot of good self-confidence. Let's go, Zisha. Let's go.
Okay. She goes. She's just looking at you, Gallet, as you sit astride Scruffles, and she goes, "Tasuma, something happened there. I don't know what.
I think it's best not to pry.
But I do know I never want to find out.
It's a private affair, I think.
Okay, so you guys take it off. You take to the skies. Each of you feel underneath you your bats. Immediately, you are lifted into the air, and this feels, for some reason, very natural as you feel the bats' experience and comfort with flying in these caverns kind of trickle into your mind. This feels natural for you as well. Natural, but exhilarating. You take to the skies. Some of you like doing little loop-de-loops. Each of you following Zisha as she blazes the trail forward, east from southeast-ish from Misar to Kalsana. You guys fly out over the city of Yasar, the lights, the torches burning brightly of the city vanishing past you. This is a very silly music for it. A little too silly. More silly.
Like Highway to Hell. I feel like that's fitting.
Oh.
Hold on, we're gonna roulette this.
Danger's out.
There you go. That's a good one.
It's a good one.
What's it called? Route 66?
Route 69.
Probably.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys head off out past Yasar. You see Yasar kind of like drift into the distance beyond you. The glittering kind of star-like water of the All-Seer way below you. The entire reason this relationship between the Drow and the Bats had evolved was to make sure they could cross this water safely, so the bats on instinct take the highest possible path up and away from the water of Lake Allseer. You flit past stalagmites, mites, spin around tights, stalactites
Yes.
from the ceiling. You go over these like rope bridges that connect these little roosting stations and like entrances to these little buildings carved into the stalactites from above. You whoop past them, around them, having the time of your lives. And eventually, as the giant spire of Yasar fades into the distance, as the lights fade into the distance, as you approach kind of the end of this massive cavern that houses Lake Allseer and Yasar itself, you enter into a dark tunnel. Off into the unknown, on the road to Kalsana, And that is where we are going to end our session because that is the most natural stopping point. Hell yeah, this was another very chill roleplay session. I made you guys do like a whole dungeon
chill.
crawl.
Yeah, very chill.
It's just very, very calm. Nothing happened.
Nothing absurd or crazy.
Just the tonal whiplash from the beginning of the session to the end of the session is wild.
I didn't expect to come back after a week break, you know, just to get slammed in the face. Like, holy
Not
shit, dead body
expecting that at
right off
all.
the bat. He
God,
just didn't want
another
another
dead
person on the
body.
boat. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm killing it. No more NPCs."
I thought at first it was Acolyte that was already dead, and like he was like, "Oh, there's the body again."
No, no, he just murdered her. Yeah.
You murdered him, kind of.
No, not really.
Kind of.
Also, I don't know how there's any connection with he being my first kill. He's a devil. That's different. He does. Electrus doesn't kill humanoids. He's killed beasts before and stuff. So he
I
has.
think the
Yeah.
worst thing was that he was like smug about it.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think you killed anything with explicit sentience.
That's true. That's probably true. Yeah.
Right? Like would like that could talk to you in person.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, how do you guys feel about that one?
Good. I felt silly the
Also,
whole session. It was
It
a very
did get.
like
It got very
serious
silly.
events, and I was just like, "Wee."
I feel
Yeah,
like
I think. Okay,
Go on,
so
go on.
exacerbated by this music. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, I just had a question. Have we leveled up? I was just wondering, out of the session, have we leveled up?
Yeah, actually, we haven't yet. No,
Ah,
unfortunately.
really?
What
I'll
is
let the
this?
guys know.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Is
Okay,
this?
no problem.
I have bad news,
Sorry, that was my
guys.
mom.
I don't think we leveled up this time.
Did you actually call him?
well, I didn't think we would have
He did
because
actually call me.
he did say once we meet Portia, we will level up,
Well, yeah,
which
but
hasn't happened.
But
so.
yeah, but you guys saw me sign the contract. I'm contractually
I did.
obligated.
I did kill the boss and he didn't expect it. So I mean,
yeah, A-Lock
I feel like I deserve to level
Yeah,
up.
yeah, like,
Screw
maybe
all of you.
A-Lock does?
I actually
Jack
think
Aylock.
that.
I'd be up for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be.
Technically, Ruby engaged in combat, so she should level up.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone
Yeah,
who's
you punched a
engaged in
bat.
combat, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Ruby and Suma almost got engaged, so I feel like that's also
That's right.
similar.
And I told
Hmm.
my bat about my previous relationships. That's an emotional moment for my character.
You're
Mhm.
combating your
That was so
emotions.
good.
I'm becoming
bad.
a better.
Okay. Oh boy,
That was
it's too
lovely,
late.
though.
I like how we just made Yumbat a thing. Yumbat.
It's too good.
By the-
Liz, later
Great,
down,
great.
I think a week from now, Liz will like think of the perfect name for these bats,
will.
and will not be able to take it back.
I wrote it down.
Unfortunately, if I think of it, y'all will never know about it because
Yumbat makes it-
I know that Yumbat is
Yumbat's
Mega
really-
Chiroptera.
bottom
But I
line.
just wanted to say, Mega Chiroptera is sort of what's the scientific name for the bigger bats. Now that's not a good real fantasy name, but
I like it.
I looked it up. I was like, I have to know. It's Mega Chiroptera.
I'm kind of imagining like giant stingrays for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's what I sort of got
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Imagine them however you like. I didn't want to get too into the description because Liz came up with the telepathic bats. I kind of just was spitballing.
I will say
Whose line is this? Oh, they
What?
immediately
Who did
undid it.
Who did that?
They immediately deleted it. Who was that? Hmm?
Until they come out and blame the Gallet or Kylan.
What's this
you
then?
can't blame me or my fictional character.
Who did it? That was a really bad question mark.
Who done it?
Yeah, I think I was going for like a pretty serious session at the beginning. Then I was like, I
It
feel
did
like
not go that
everybody's.
way.
I was like, everyone's
bad.
feeling very silly right now, so I'm just gonna do silly because that's what feels like what we're in the mood for right now. And I'm like, cool, we could do silly.
Well, it definitely started that way, and then I felt like I was all serious out. I was like, holy shit. That was
Um,
intense.
yeah.
I
That was
think,
my bad.
like, partially side effect of like so much serious stuff happening, like all having to have like serious talks with Zisha and everything. It's like I'm tired now.
Yeah.
Like I love that stuff for like the RPs, but then I'm just like, okay, and now let's have a spa day or
Silly
something.
I'm glad that you guys got to got to bond with your bats. Bat bonding. That's an episode title.
Sorry it
Yeah.
took me 2 tries.
Bets.
I don't know if that needs to be the
That was-
title.
That was endearing,
That
though.
I
would've
think
been
it
season
needed
1.
to.
Huh?
I think it was very funny to me that both you as the player broke and also Suma the person the character broke.
I just like I couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't. So I was like, Suma needs to walk away, or else he's gonna say something. I will say something as him that he wouldn't say. So I have to leave.
I don't know.
Incredible. Well, I had fun with this one.
Yeah.
Got to learn
Yeah.
some we get to do some lore stuff. I got to do silly voices. Maybe less happened than I thought would, but like production wise, but it's fine.
I also totally had a longer description of the shroud, necrotic shroud, in the beginning. But that was a while ago before there were some design changes, and I was thinking about changing things up, so I didn't say all of it. I was going to change some of
You
it.
can hold on to it till we actually get to see it. As far as I know,
Yeah,
it
we
never
still haven't
happened.
seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have no idea.
You hid so much stuff from us. Well, then Ruby would have never believed you anyways, because she'd be like, Alok, scary? I don't see that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Hmm.
Incredible. I look forward to having to do all those voices again for the remainder of this portion.
You can completely change them, and I probably will forget, so it's fine.
You replaced Nico and you added 4 more voices.
Yeah,
to
that's
do.
true.
It felt like for me, it felt like it feels like the majority of his planning was coming up with these bats and what they are like. Everything else
Hey.
sort of seems like I understood.
Your character sounds like Dustin from Stranger Things.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. A little bit more goofy, but yeah.
I never gave a character a lisp before, so the funny thing is when you start doing a lisp, it's actually hard to go out of it. Or like when I was preparing to start doing the list, the lisp, I was like doing it before I even started talking as Scruffles.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name that's a suckering succotash?
Daffy Duck?
No, that's... Is that?
Daffy Duck? Does Daffy Duck say that?
Doesn't Daffy Duck have a lisp?
That's Sylvester.
Oh.
That's what he sounds like.
Doesn't Daffy Duck have a lisp though?
Yeah, he does.
It is Sylvester, but okay, I just wanted to make...
It's like they're just different.
Yeah, they're just different lisps.
For sure. It's a lot easier to do one than the other. At least for me. I don't even want to attempt it now.
Suckering succotash.
I realized that when I was describing Animate Dead, I was describing Animate Dead instead of Speak with the Dead. I don't know that it would have the same... Oh, you're getting jolted with electricity.
Wait, you were trying to do what?
You just do it to their throat instead of anywhere else.
I know. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think it makes sense to me. I think it works.
Just work on something different for Animate Dead whenever I do that. Inevitably.
Yeah. Let's see. What happened this session?
We got info?
One piece of trivia is that Daffy Duck and Sylvester are voiced by the same guy. Which may be why you were thinking.
There you go. Makes sense.
That's crazy.
Does the guy actually have a lisp though? Like,
probably not.
Wow, I feel lied to.
Voice actors, I feel like they are able to be able to get out of that. At least that's
Yeah,
what I
like really good ones, they can just like turn it on and off.
I gotta say, this was a very jokey one. I like that.
It's a very jokey session. I think
it was weird because like it started off so harsh and like even during that we're like,
I know.
Yeah, I think I started having fun when I just leaned into it
Yeah.
and stopped trying to make it a serious session. I was like, oh, it's a silly one. Okay, or let's just fucking be let's be
Hey.
fucking silly.
When things get like serious, I as a person just naturally like fight against it with comedy, and I don't like me to do it, but like you'll see like me smiling or laughing whenever something super serious and shitty is happening, and it's not me like actually laughing like thinking, oh, this is hee hee ha. No, it's like I just laugh like as a reaction.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was just like, let's just zoom them over to the fucking bats and it'll be a fun time.
Zisha did still make sense in her reactions. But yeah, it was very common. Like, oh, you guys are a bit morbid, are you? yeah.
In the adaptation of this campaign where one person is a human and everyone else are Muppets, Sisha is the unfortunate
the human.
human
Yeah.
slash elf,
It has
and
changed
we're all
from
just
Shuma to now Zisha.
we're all just Muppets. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Zisha's the only human, and every other Muppet is played by Chris Pratt.
Yes, he does all the
Oh
voices.
God,
No. Let's.
I don't want to be. No, I don't want to be.
I want Liam O'Brien to voice me or something, you know?
No,
Bro,
Chris Pratt.
Taliesin's gonna voice you. What are you talking about?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I feel like okay.
I feel like it would be a Sam. I feel like because he does the higher voices. Right?
Oh, I meant Sam. I meant Sam. For some reason, I said Taliesin. I meant Sam.
Yeah. I was thinking of like out of the Critical Role as just a general voice actor, but I don't. How many voice actors do I actually know?
Let's just do celebrities because any celebrity can do. Well, try it out.
I want to voice. I don't want to be like in this movie. We've gotten rid of Shaggy's iconic voice actor because the celebrity's gonna be it. I don't want to be that.
Yeah, you don't want to be a movie with a bunch of A-listers.
Yeah.
Like all of those Ghibli movies that have like Crispin Freeman or whatever.
How about
weird.
how about we just make it real easy for me? We can just sort of double dip in both of them. I'm Morgan Freeman.
There you go. He sounds just like you.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about my captain voice. It is so enticing. That's charisma right there.
That's true.
That's
Welcome to my ship.
The red rays. I yearn for you still.
I think the celebrity I want is Chino. He could do it.
Aw, you want me to voice you?
That's sweet.
Totally.
But use the same voice as Scruffles.
Now, do we level up?
Fuck you. I think. Okay, I'm gonna do Critical Role first, and then I'm gonna try to do celebrities. I think if the Critical Role cast was voicing these characters, I think Liam would voice Aelok for sure.
I was thinking Liam for me.
I think Sam.
Strange type, yeah.
Because he can do the solemn,
Yeah, Sam would voice Gallet.
Yeah.
I think I see Marisha for Ruby.
Feel that.
I can see that.
That or Ashley. It could be either.
No, either. For Suma, that's actually tough.
I think Taliesin.
I think Matt would voice Suma.
I think
I could
there's
see
like
that.
the
Or
complicated family-centric background. I think that's just Taliesin right there. And like
I feel like
higher echelon person, that's Taliesin to me.
Okay.
I don't
Now
know. I think that would
celebrities.
be Laura because Laura's Vex was kind of like Suma. I feel like.
I feel like more of the higher up family stuff was more. This feels more like a Taliesin character. But Suma's not that self-destructive. But we've seen a little bit of that. She's a little bit with the murders.
Yet.
Yeah. See, I think it's a slow burn. And
here's the thing. Percy was kind of a slow burn too. It was around episode 30 that he kind of fell off the rails.
Well, yeah, but we also have to remember
this
it
episode
was a much slower burn as well because they.
Wait, Chino may not have watched it. I don't think we should spoil this season.
I haven't watched Campaign 1.
Yeah.
Celebrities though? Let me see. I think okay. Let me see if I can do celebrities. That's
Dwayne the Rock Johnson for all of them.
Voices everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very biased because I just watched Arcane, but I feel like Ruby I can see being voiced by Haley Steinfeld.
Wait, who did
which character did she voice?
Which
He
one was
voiced
she?
Vi.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I loved it. It was so good. Oh my
Yay,
god,
you watched
I
it?
just watched it.
I
It
haven't
was
fully caught
amazing.
up.
No, you.
Okay.
You are kidding. It's been out for so long. It's
What
3
is it?
episodes since we last talked.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen those three.
Dude,
No
got it.
shot.
you're actually throwing. Come
I'm
on,
gonna
watch it.
I'm tilted just listening to that.
I'm waiting for my friends to watch it with me, and they aren't ready.
Oh, that's cute.
Aren't they ready?
Well, because they're busy. They have finals.
Ruby, you're not gonna say you don't have friends.
Nah.
I haven't
Wait, you
watched
have
the new
friends?
JoJo because they're busy too, but I'm excited for the new JoJo.
They're still making that.
Yeah, part 5 just like 12 episodes just came out on Netflix. Stone
The
Ocean.
adventure is still going. That's what's so bizarre about it.
Yes.
Pretty
I'm
bizarre.
just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, I think Haley Steinfeld for Ruby. I'm a little biased though.
I did
But-
not know that she voiced her. I can't believe I didn't recognize her voice.
Oh, what
Yeah,
other
she did a great
roles
job.
does
She did a great
do?
job. She did really well. Suma.
She's
trying to
in
think of
Pop
Suma.
Stars?
Who would voice Suma? She was in Pitch Perfect. It's fine. I'm fine. I just love her. Let's see who would voice Suma. Someone British, obviously.
I mean, wait. What's his name? He's got like that specific face. He's in Marvel as Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Banana Cabbage
Yeah.
Patch.
No, I don't want him.
I
No.
think Benedict could.
Let me think. The first British person that came to mind was Gordon Ramsay.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's-
Okay, I need to make a
Wow.
characterization change.
Does act just
But-
like you.
Slow burn.
No.
Real slow burn.
No, it's not him. We're still thinking.
Lordy.
Oh, I'm trying to think of who would.
Mm,
Okay, we're just doing voices, right? Not like the actor.
Well,
Yes.
if we're doing actors,
Yeah.
shouldn't it be physical as well? If we're doing actors, I feel like it
Okay,
should
so
be
who's
physical.
tall, yellow, with pointy ears?
There we go.
Mhm.
But
Who's
then
the-
that's hard.
Well, no, then we just look at the people that were in Lord of the Rings. Duh. Who's that guy that
Orlando,
was like
Orlando Bloom for
Orlando
fucking
Bloom could, yeah, or the
for
king,
Suma.
or the king guy.
No, he can't.
He
No.
could.
Orlando's not like he's not intelligent enough. I feel like.
Wow. You don't
Orlando
even know what
Bloom
scene
is
he's
too
into.
much of a
Wow.
thought.
Oh my god! You know who's my A-Lock fan cast?
Did you just say he's too much of a thought? You, the one that plays Suma? Huh? Huh? What are you against the
That's a
correct
good point.
casting?
Oh wait, that reminds me. Hang on. Continue
That's-
on.
It's weird that reminded you of something.
I had another NPC I wanted to date, Chino. Just I'm gonna send you the
No.
details.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
made
continue
them up
on.
just now. Here they are. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but my A-Lock fan cast is Timothy Chalamet.
I can get behind that.
You're really testing my infinite knowledge.
Oh, I can sort of see
He's
it.
huge.
Yeah, I can.
You
see
watch
it.
Dune?
What's
watch Dune?
what's their name? No, I didn't watch Dune.
Timothy Timothee Chalamet Chalame. He's got that
Also
like
in
sad
Little
Victorian
It looks right.
Yeah,
orphan kind of vibes. He could play broody and like a little tragic. You know what I mean?
Looks right.
For Ruby, I think she's frozen. Am I frozen?
No.
Oh,
she's
Elsa?
not frozen.
Okay.
For Ruby, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Obviously, you CGI to make them look shorter, but Florence Pugh.
I'll look that up.
How do you know these people, you fucking nerd?
Florence Pugh, Midsommar. She was just in Black Widow. She
Oh,
was
her.
in.
Okay,
She was in
yeah.
Little Women.
He is cute.
I can see it.
I feel like she has the attitude. It looks.
Yeah, I see one of her faces, and like that looks like a Ruby face. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see it.
I don't know. She looks a little like too nice though.
I don't
She is
know,
very
I don't
nice
know.
though. She's more bubbly, I would say. And
Well, we have
Yeah,
to,
but what?
we have to play the Hollywood part of it. Like this is Hollywood eyes to a degree, right?
She just doesn't look like she would, talk to a dead person or use necromantic spells.
I don't
She
know.
doesn't look.
Bubbly and necromantic spells. We saw Ruby was really bubbly. That's I don't know.
He was super excited to do it.
This seems like a correct casting.
That's
for Sailor
true.
Sumo.
Actually, wait. I think yep, you got the perfect match.
Yeah. It's right.
Gallet. Gallet.
Tobey Maguire. There we go.
I was gonna say Tom Holland for some reason.
Aw,
Okay,
Tobey
Tom Holland.
Maguire is cute. That's
Tom
Tobey
Holland?
Maguire.
I could see a
I
Tom
can see it,
Holland,
I
but
can see it.
Well, not
Yeah.
looks wise, but like
Tom Holland.
attitude wise, of just like being very extroverted and like quippy and like telling jokes a lot.
Tom Holland's not like eccentric enough. It's very
Okay.
like
he's not. Yeah.
I mean, like Tobey
Just
Maguire
Yeah, I
does the
agree.
dance in the third movie. I feel like that dance would really just.
But
help the
that's
character.
his.
But that's
Oh,
cursed,
no.
though.
What about Leonardo DiCaprio from
No, it's pretty
Great
good.
Gatsby? You know?
No,
I know who.
shot.
Yeah, but I don't see that being him at all. He's too like
Oh.
most of his like roles are kind of regal and a little more proper. You know.
Al's a silly dude, or he can be anyway.
Somewhat, yeah,
Okay.
somewhat.
I guess I was thinking mostly Great Gatsby when he was more like the famous, rich, eccentric kind of.
I mean, maybe the Wolf of Wall Street, maybe that one.
Hmm?
I could see him being
Yeah.
like that, like just a
Oh, who would play
super out there
Gala?
guy.
It's gonna haunt me if I don't think of a good one.
Jonah Hill.
Keanu Reeves.
No, Keanu Reeves would be sick.
He is perfect for Gallet.
I would love
I was
that.
gonna say,
Oh,
Yeah,
Vin Diesel.
but unfortunately,
Vin
chances
Diesel.
are Keanu Reeves would be playing Alice. I feel like he would be a better Alice.
oh, he'd be a good
He'd
Alcerus,
be a
yeah.
good, like when you have a
He'd be
flashback, you see Keanu doing stuff, and you're like, ah,
Yeah.
why can't we
Yeah.
just have Keanu? We're stuck with this one.
Ah, wow, what's the
So you can get for
Gallet
killing my
guy?
dog. Alice.
Gallet
oh.
is hard to cast because he does have a lot of range. You know, you
Yeah,
gotta
tons of
really
range.
find somebody who can do very silly, but also like
Not satisfied
Tobey
with our
Maguire.
sad boy
cinema either.
vibes.
Tobey Maguire.
We need
That's,
to-
I keep on
Need
saying
to find
that.
a good cinema.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I'm just going in the order of the way I have you in my Discord screen.
Think Andrew Garfield, right?
No, he's
Just-
too good looking.
He's such a
Just-
little.
good looking.
Yeah.
We're just hitting all the
Pretty
Spider-Man
Yeah,
actors.
Well, yeah,
you
I
know?
mean that's. It's like this is quippy and sad too. So like that seems about right. Yeah, I think.
True.
Maybe a little bit of Rob Lowe,
Oh, hello.
like you know the
That
guy in
sounds
Parks and
familiar.
Rec?
Yeah, Rob
Okay.
Lowe. That's right.
He's like all like
He
And
looks a
Perkins.
bit old for the part.
Did-
I'll say.
Did anybody watch Umbrella Academy?
Forever ago. I don't remember anything from it
I
though.
watched like one episode.
There's a
You
guy
know
that
the
can
guy who-
teleport.
The guy who plays Klaus?
Wait, is that like the big guy?
No, he's like kind of
Then
tall
no.
and lanky. He has like long hair. Oh, he could definitely do Gallet. What is his
Oh!
name?
Have you guys seen Money Heist?
I've not
I
seen
just
Money
keep on
Heist.
typing new
Wait,
things.
the professor would be a great.
Oh,
Suma.
this guy. Okay. Yeah.
Guy
I
who
could see
plays
him
the
in Gallet.
professor would be a good Suma. Just the way he talks, and like he's super like brainy, but he's also like very like protective, fatherly.
Can I request from Liz that you, if this is like a slow burn situation, you transition from Money Heist Professor to Walter White in Breaking Bad specifically?
I feel like that's where the arc is going, to be honest.
Ooh,
I
That's,
have never
that's
seen that.
dangerous.
Yeah, okay. It's
I know of it.
It's very
But-
dark.
Yeah.
Very dark. Yeah.
I feel like he wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
We don't know
Not
that
our
yet.
Prove me wrong.
Suma.
Well,
Not
like,
our
well, who
Suma.
knows? Who knows? Maybe something bad happened to your kid.
Go nuclear.
Exactly.
Have you been? Yeah.
That'd be
Have you been cooking
great.
any meth, Suma?
Yeah,
No.
magic meth. Magic
Not
meth. It
yet.
makes you stronger. Yeah, that's perfect. We're getting a whole storyline here.
Well, I already have the Ares helmet.
Yeah, you need more of that meth. More.
Huh.
Has anybody played The Witcher 3?
Yeah.
Or something with it?
Yes, but I never finished.
No, but I like the Witcher show. The characters.
Season
I-
2 later this month. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
season two. Oh, I love it. I love the show. I was gonna say I just realized something that I don't know if I did it on purpose or if I like through osmosis. I think with Suma, Zisha, and Suli, we are accidentally just doing Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer a little bit.
I actually
little
felt
bit.
like your the daughter was a lot like Siri. Like the
She is a
start.
lot like Ciri.
I had that feeling like
I felt
he's
that
after
when
her.
I rewatched the first season of The Witcher last week, and I felt that.
Wow, just stealing ideas.
It's because it's one of my
So
favorite games.
unoriginal.
It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite games. I think that's why it seeped in.
I haven't. I should really get back to it. I tried playing it at the start, but I had a really bad computer back then, so I was like, I'll wait till I upgrade.
Oh yeah, it's tough to play it on a low end.
I
computer.
stopped playing because I didn't know how to play, and I was just going straight main story, and then it became like super high level, and I couldn't beat anything. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I never did any side
The
quests.
Witcher 3 is one of those games where like the main story is like super irrelevant to be honest, and like you play it for the really good side quests. Like all the side quests are really well written, and I think that's
you
why.
play it
And I
only
didn't
for
do
the
that.
card game, Chino.
You play
Only
it for the Gwent. I played so
I
much.
played
of
that a
fucking
lot,
card
dude.
game.
That was fun.
You
It was
play it
fun
for
as hell.
Yeah.
They made it in real life. You can actually like buy it.
It's a
I think
bit,
as a
it's a
board
bit
game.
different because it has to actually be balanced. But yeah, it's still there. It's
True,
cool.
true.
I like it.
Game
Henry
Night?
Cavill is super good as like I was shocked.
Henry
'Cause,
Henry
like,
Cavill is the perfect man. I think.
Yeah,
They made that.
Yeah,
I was
for
surprised that the
sure.
show was good at all.
Yeah, because from my experience with Henry Cavill, it was the DC movies, and I was like, oh, are they gonna do this?
Oh my
bad?
god, dude, Gallet, the actor for Gallet should be the actor for Yaskier
Yes.
from Dandelion. I
Oh,
want to keep wanting to say.
I'm up there. I'm
I
up.
keep
I'm
wanting
up
to say
there.
Yeah, I love
Dandelion.
him.
That's
Joey
100%
Beatty.
spot on. I don't know what his name is.
Joey Beatty is his name.
Oh no.
He also has a band, by the way, which is good.
Oh, perfect.
It's like him with long hair. Oh my god! Oh, I finally got it. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying.
We can just
Okay.
take things from other places.
Yeah. Yaskier. I keep wanting to say Dandelion, but
Why can't
Oh,
it be
if we
I
want to
don't
make
think-
everyone SpongeBob characters, I could do that because that's the only thing I know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do it.
So let's go.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
Ruby-
characters from SpongeBob.
Ruby would definitely be Squidward, I think.
I was thinking Squill.
Squilliam.
Hold on, I was gonna say Suma would be
Squilliam.
Squilliam.
Is Ruby not a clear Sandy?
That's true.
Ruby? Yes,
Sandy's a
actually,
good
yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Gallet
Obviously,
is-
Gout
Gallet-
SpongeBob.
Easy SpongeBob. Easy
Easy.
SpongeBob.
And Ayla, who's Broody?
Squidward.
Well, I was gonna say
Squidward, yeah.
that. I was gonna say Ruby would be. Can't remember what I was thinking. So tired. What was I thinking? Fuck, go on. Mrs. Puff.
Oh,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Puff.
Puff. Yes,
Why would I get this stuff?
because she's just mean.
That's
Ruby doesn't. Ruby
No,
doesn't
I know,
pretend
the
to be
thing is-
nice, though.
No. So Mrs. Puff is like just done with everything. She doesn't take shit. She's just
That's true,
whatever.
that's
and
true.
it has a I don't give a
That's
shit
better
attitude.
thing. Okay, so Suzanne is Mr. Krabs then.
Suzanne. Suzanne is plankton.
that's true. No, Mr. Krabs could work for Suzanne. I could see that.
Money. SpongeBob me Bob. Oh, that was a good Mr. Krabs.
Who's just a dad? How many dads are there in SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's dead. He's like a very very nerdy dad. Like dad.
Patrick has a dad.
Can we just say Suma's Gary?
I don't think they were his real parents.
Oh yeah, like Professor Gary.
Yeah, Professor
Hey.
Gary. Yeah.
Oh, and I think Ruby would actually be normal Gary because he's even more whatever. Meow. Whatever.
Aylock is Squidward then, I think, by default.
Oh, that'd be good.
It's rough being Ayla.
Nico's Patrick.
There it is. That's on point. It was that easy. We just had to go to SpongeBob.
There you go. There you go.
Far more.
I do wanna. Oh, who's a good Suma and like celebrity though? I'm trying to think.
You'll never catch me.
I think you're on point when you said Chris Pratt in the beginning. I think that's just Suma.
No.
But Chris Pratt's too brawny. Like Suma's more like slightly.
Suma is so strong.
Yeah, but I don't
You wanna
picture him as
bet?
being bulky,
No,
though.
he's muscular. He is very.
Is he
I'm
bulky?
ripped.
He's.
Is he ripped? Is he?
No, for sure not.
I feel like Viv actually thought we were being serious, which is crazy.
But
I
wait,
mean, okay, my drawings are not a good reference because I do feel like I sometimes draw.
Really?
So
I think you draw him
strong.
sticky.
Yeah, like I think of like a good Arnold Schwarzenegger when I think of Suma.
On a bad day, yeah.
On a bad day.
Yeah, on a good day, more like the guy who played the mountain in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Suma.
Ooh.
Wait, wouldn't the mountain be the guy that hit on Ruby?
Yes.
True.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm
That's a
throwing this
little
out there.
insulting.
Yeah.
That's a little insulting.
Throwing this out for Suma. Tom Hiddleston?
That sounds
You know
familiar.
what? I had that thought actually.
Yeah,
Had that
maybe.
thought. I would
Loki?
accept it. Yeah.
I still
Okay.
think it's the Magic Man. Still think it's Benedict. Call me
Actually,
crazy.
I feel like Loki's
No.
pretty on point, just without the whole deceit. So like all of Loki, but you know what I mean.
But did you guys watch Loki? Loki, like the show?
Yeah,
I watched a couple of episodes.
it was good. What? You
It
guys
was
didn't
good.
watch
I liked
it?
it. I liked it.
I just stopped because I didn't understand some things, but yeah, it's fine.
It was a lot to keep. Like, it took a lot of thinking, which isn't fun when you're watching.
Well,
shows.
I just didn't understand the various power levels that were changing, and for me, I was like, oh, okay. It's when because sometimes it feels like Loki is strong, and then other times he's nerfed, and that always makes it feel weird.
I feel like he was only ever strong when he had items that made him strong, like when he had the staff and.
Have you watched Thor
Tesseract.
2: The Dark World?
Didn't he have the staff?
Well, yeah, but he's got other tricks he just doesn't pull out, and he's supposed to be stronger than humans. Like he's still Asgardian. He's supposed. So when I see like that one person that was brainwashed, just throw him away like around, I was like, is there still a cuff that limits his abilities? Just some explanations of things not coming. Like he's also supposed to be able to freeze things with touch because he's part ice giant. Or Frost Giant, I should say. So
I did
Sure.
not watch the first Avengers movies. So I actually don't know how strong he is.
It
You didn't
varies.
watch the
That's
first
why
one?
it's just weird.
You
because
watched
it
the
varies.
second one, but not the first one. The second one sucked. The first one is so good.
I watched the first one.
I'll be real with you. I missed most of like the first part of the MCU, and then I started watching like the second half,
You should
and just kind of
Well,
like
watch the Avengers.
I did too,
The
but
Avengers.
then I had Disney Plus and I just watched all of it from the beginning to
ah.
end.
We should, if
Okay.
we have to, we should have like a movie get to. I think Avengers is one of the best Marvel movies. It's when they all meet up for the first time.
It's
great.
good. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so
I think I started watching at Civil War.
That's a
I
lot.
think
that's about when I started too. Yeah,
Really?
that's like where I started watching.
because Spider Man, I was like, fuck yeah. So I was like, I'll watch
I think
MCU.
Spider-Man got me into it. Spider-Man got me into it.
Wow.
And then I ended up
like,
liking
there's-
it. Yeah.
Like, there's Spider-Man in this world?
Well, I had seen like some movies here and there, but I didn't actually realize there was like an MCU that they're all connected in. I didn't realize that, and then I was like,
Also,
oh shit.
can I intercut with another A-Lock cast? I changed my mind. Not Timothy Chalamet. Okay, imagine, a concept. Eddie Redmayne from Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, I could see that.
Oh yeah, I can see
Right?
that too. I can see that too.
Like, he can do the shy, reluctant hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's like,
That's not A-Lock
right?
at all. What?
but like not British. You know what I mean? But he can do an American accent. I've heard him do an American accent.
No, A-Lock's British.
Different show.
He
Yeah,
just does an
British?
American accent. Yeah,
Oh,
he
this
does an
whole time?
accent. He's tricking you guys.
crazy.
He doesn't want to stand out with a British accent, so he learned how to do the other one.
He
Yeah.
truly has been lying about everything this entire time.
Yep, and he'll never do it because I can't do it.
It's always fun realizing that hearing somebody do an accent you've never heard them do before. I'm like, you could do that accent? Hell yeah.
I can't
me
do
that one.
voices. I am so boring.
I believe in you. Also, Liz looks in incredible ponderance right now.
I'm pondering my orb. Sorry.
Yeah, you look like you're pondering your orb.
I am.
was curious about what you were gonna. Are you thinking of a fan cast for somebody? Because that's like been my thought process right now.
Well, I got distracted at some point. I got here. Let me send you what I've been pondering. And
no.
perhaps this is, well, you'll see.
I'm picturing that
Is it-
board you.
I am
I've been
terrified.
filling this out in my mind.
That's hard to see.
Oh hell yeah!
It's hard to see.
Okay. You have to open it on your thing, so it's not because it's black.
Wait, so is this for NPCs or characters or both?
I guess anybody can go.
Just
in
like
anything.
characters from the campaign. I feel because there's not 9 of us, obviously, but
Oh, I'm gonna wait. Can I just? Oh, oh, yo! Wait, hold on.
Definitely.
Oh,
Ruby's
no.
Definitely an ID bitch.
Wait, so what are we
Yeah.
thinking of? We're thinking of who? NPCs? Wait, sorry, I missed it. What are we
Okay.
focusing on?
well, first I wanted to figure out what we all were, and then fill in the rest from NPCs, probably.
Okay,
One
Ruby
second.
already said which one she was, and
And
yeah,
I feel
agree.
like that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, well, hold on, I didn't hear what she said, so I want to make a guess. Edgy bitch.
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Yep.
Okay.
About right.
Wait, hold on.
Feeling there.
Nico's depressed
Me.
thought.
Me?
Nico,
What?
depressed thought.
Oh, I
Nico.
think I'm
Oh.
in depressed
Yeah,
thought.
Guaranteed.
I can see, yeah, Sima too. There's people.
No, I think Nico would be dumbass thought. Okay.
Wait,
I feel
Ryan,
like
go
it's
back.
maybe a mix.
Roll 20. Go back to roll 20.
20? Oh fuck, okay. Is this
Oh, perfect.
should I be worried?
Much better.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm down.
Let's see. I got Suzanne in there. Oh, can't forget Nico.
Oh, I spelled Nico
Who's
wrong.
still at low health. Yeah. Oh, I still have a beta token.
That's sad.
Rest in peace.
I feel like Andros is depressed bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these are gonna fall into depressed.
Probably.
Yeah.
What is ballot? Because I have a guess, but I don't want to say it first.
It's hard for me to choose between thought or the B word.
Oh, forgot. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just not gonna say it.
It's a turkey
Which B word?
baster.
There's two of them.
Oh, there's two of them. No, but the B word that he's talking about though, that one.
I think
Think.
maybe this. I think that.
Interesting.
Oh,
That one,
I thought he
it's,
was gonna be depressed.
I would
Thought
have
and
put you
what?
here, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
like it's hard because like I am that too. It's I could be this.
I don't. When does this happen? I feel like this doesn't
I feel
happen.
like I don't
wait.
think
Why do you think thought means slutty? That doesn't mean like.
Pretty sure that's what it means.
I don't
This
know
is the
about
best
that.
thing that's ever happened.
I don't know. I am just I feel like I exude a sailor boy energy. I feel like
I thought a woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships. I
okay.
feel like that is.
First of all, men can be thoughts.
Men
I
can
would
I
know.
agree. That is just what it said on.
Let's
all
make
right.
these a little bigger. Oh, that's too big. Just kidding. That's fine. It's a good size.
Okay,
I'm gonna put
okay,
Nico
I'm gonna
right
choose
here.
This. I'm gonna choose this then.
Nico's squarely here.
I think I.
Where you
think
are on the political compass here.
Yeah.
The,
I'm a centrist. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Man, I don't know where to put A-Log. I feel like he would be down here with Andros. No.
Depressed and yeah, that's about right.
Wait, who is that guy again? What's his name?
This guy?
Is it Aliceris?
Oh,
No, no,
Alice.
Oh,
Alice
Alice Sirius? Oh yeah, we don't have.
Aurelius.
Oh, Aurelius. He
I
would
don't have
be
an
like,
Aurelius
I think he'd be
token.
edgy
The
bastard,
former,
right?
the former captain.
No, he's super
What's that again?
depressed.
Oh,
Aramis?
Aramis, yeah.
Aramis, that's right.
That would
Okay,
be
Edgy B.
dumbass
Dumbass.
Aramis is
bitch.
edgy
it's-
thought.
no, it's edgy.
Really?
Beard.
I thought it'd be
I
edgy.
I I
No,
think
he
he's
probably
dumbass
is.
bitch. I think he was stupid
Dumb-
for
yeah.
leaving. He
Actually,
get
you know what? I
easily
can get
involved.
behind dumbass bitch.
Yeah, poopy face,
Poopy face butthole.
butthole. That's a good one. Yeah.
Look
Oh,
at
I like
that
it.
smug
Meow.
face.
Oh, give it like a red tint, so it's
Hello.
almost the colored in.
Oh, I'm gonna finish that new one that I was started, but
Oh, you can give it a red tint if you like double click on it, and then there should be like a tint thing.
Oh, I can. You're right.
It's nice for if you have like a lot of characters that are the same thing. You can just change their color and be like, oh hey, they're different.
that's
Teehee.
dope.
They're totally
I didn't
different.
even realize you could do that. Ruby's there. Okay, that makes sense. Suzanne.
Definitely thought, and
I don't know. I think she's in. I think she's,
she's
in
kind of a
big.
bitch. She's kind of a
bitch.
bitch.
I
Yeah.
think she's an edgy bitch.
Is she edgy?
I think we're
Yeah,
both.
I
I
think
think
she's
we're
Is
both
this
edgy
is this
about
why
I
is this
think-
why
I
I
think-
ship it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think
See, what's really hard about this is like I feel like a lot of these aren't like I feel like edgy, depressed, dumbass can be on one
It can
person.
be.
Which
Suzanne
makes it
could
very
be.
difficult.
Suzanne could be here too. To be honest, she's a little. She's a
Is
little
she
dumb.
is she a little dumb?
She doesn't feel that dumb, right?
Yeah, she doesn't feel like no. I think she's there,
She's
Ruby.
not.
Yeah,
I feel
She's
Dirk
like
is
smart.
definitely dumb.
I
You
think
know
the
how people are
hardest.
smart in a dumb way.
Socially inept kind of thing.
Yeah,
No.
like Ruby, and that's they should be right there.
No, Ruby's just dumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just gonna keep
I
on.
go from being
I'm
go from the charismatic rapper to dumbass.
I'm gonna keep picking on your character ever since you blackmailed me. I'm just never gonna let it go.
Perfect.
I don't
It's
even
never.
remember what happened.
Unfortunate.
You gotta put.
Man, I'm so bright. Jeez.
Gotta put Valera here. I think
Aw, I love her. I miss her so
she's
much.
for sure sad.
Depressed.
She's for
I
sure
feel that.
depressed.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think
doesn't
the
have-
hardest thing is putting Miela anywhere because I feel like none of them.
She's outside the spectrum.
Yeah,
none of
she's-
these things.
Maybe she's depressed. I don't really know her character
She's
that
too
well.
pure to be any of these things.
Yeah, no.
She's too good.
Dell's a bastard for sure.
Mm,
I feel.
yeah.
Is she
I feel
dumb?
like she-
I don't know
I
how
think
she
she's
is.
edgy. I think she's an
probably
edgy.
Yeah,
bastard.
because she's like,
I
yeah,
have a
probably.
past as a warrior.
Yeah, she knew chess. She's not dumb.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not really true.
Dirk?
Beta
Dumbass
was
bastard.
a bastard dumbass.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, a little bit. Fuck, man, I deleted some of the other ones. I don't have it. Do I have?
Actually, I think Mela would be a thought because she tried to give Alok milk, and that was
Oh,
pushing
yeah.
it. He was really,
That's
really
true.
being too forward there.
Yeah,
I think that
think-
was
Oof.
uncalled for and
Okay.
and crazy. There you go.
Let's just put Sumo right here. Like the thought.
There we go.
The chart is giving you an
Thought
example.
crime.
All right, the Belgura, definitely.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, there
Press
you go.
Oh,
I like
is
that.
this? You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You gotta put that one hook horror that like
Yeah.
at the end is depressed. Actually, he had bastard energy.
I
Put
think he was a
that
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in here with him.
Hey, wait. What about what's his name?
I don't even know what bastard really entails. What is it? What does that mean? I know what it actually is,
Oh,
but like, what is
Nazaire?
it? What does it mean
Yeah.
in this case?
Edgy thought.
I feel like he's a bitch.
He's an edgy
Gee,
bitch.
Who?
Yeah.
No, he was trying to hit up the
I
red
like
raids.
him.
Remember? Definitely.
Eh,
Oh, I have an Azir token, don't I?
So what does bastard entail in the case of like describing someone's personality and not, you know, their parents?
It's a vibe.
The vibe.
With a lifestyle. It's not B word or thought.
just a bastard.
It's like I feel like it denotes kind of like a shamelessness to their actions, kind of like unashamedly one way or another.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
man.
got you.
That sounds
Yeah.
like Alok to a T.
Yeah, that's perfect. Man, is Alok a thought? He did give her that teddy bear,
He
and that was
did.
pretty crazy.
Honestly,
I feel
let's
like
move him up to depressed thought because I'm gonna be honest, he seems to be getting some. He just keeps on getting people, right? Is that just me?
crazy. Just a magnet, I guess.
It seems sort of like even a devil was at his bed at night. I mean,
Yep.
you
He
know,
rejected
True.
Katarina? Is that her name?
Wait, was she a
Yeah.
bitch? She was like really, really nice.
yeah.
You guys were all suspicious of her.
Were we?
You were sus
Yeah.
of her the whole time.
That makes us the B word.
We were? I don't
You were
remember
like,
that.
she's hiding some shit.
She was.
Oh yeah, I knew. Okay, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find any more of these fucking tokens.
I feel like he's like here. I feel like he's like here. Not like white in the center, but like
Yeah.
kind of.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bold moves.
We're multi-dimensional, me and you. These
Yeah,
guys-
you guys just wouldn't get it. You're so like simple.
You guys are like this emojis
Paper
from the emoji
characters.
movie, but we are Gene. We're genuine.
Oh my
Just
God.
cookie cutter characters, predictable.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
We're animated.
There it is. I feel like Alok's the most cookie cutter.
Don't let them say that. Don't let them say that to you.
No, it's true though. It's true.
Oh, um. Okay.
It's.
what
Oh,
about-
I didn't realize the time. I am gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon.
A mess.
I don't think he's depressed anymore. Didn't he like get magic?
He is happier now. That's true.
I
Yeah.
think he's a dumbass.
I think
He
he's.
was-
Yeah, dumbass.
He's a little.
Well,
bit
he
of a
just learned
He
magic
can be
quickly.
smart. He can be smart and a dumbass. Listen.
I want to say edgy thought just so we fill it in.
He
No,
thought.
I think Calypso is an edgy thought.
Oh
Fine,
yeah.
Simon's been hit.
Oh, yeah.
Simon has been hitting on all of
Oh.
us. What?
Oh, actually, this air. Hello.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's what I said earlier. Yeah, for sure.
A bit of an edgy.
I mean,
thought.
literally the big bed, and he's trying to like get with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
God damn it.
True.
This is so
Enemies
crazy.
and lovers. It's crazy.
This is
Uh,
all Liz's
and-
fault.
The Red Wraith would be
I'm sorry I
definitely
did
an
this.
edgy
Not
bastard,
really.
right? Like that's where the Red Wraith would go, right?
I think he's lovable,
Ooh.
fun guy.
Oh, you're right.
But as in like
Like
FUNGI,
He's definitely
because
edgy.
he's just invasive.
I guess edgy bastard would work.
I forget
best, right, for
edgy
Red Wraith?
bastard for Rotwood over here.
Is that what
in
he
here.
looked like? I don't remember that.
I think that's the. I'm just like scrolling through like my token history, and that's in there next to the cannons.
You know, it's
Cannons.
possible because
So I'm assuming that's what.
I was out the entire fight. I didn't really get to see much, so it makes sense. I wouldn't know.
Oh, valid. Oh God, I'm trying to see if I have any more tokens here.
Dragon.
Oh, I have Suma
Gotta do.
in this form.
Wait, what about? Do we have that that wood elf girl, Marie?
Oh, me.
Marina. There
Yeah,
was
right.
never a
Did I say
token
your
for
name
her.
right?
Marina.
I am crazy. Yeah, I guess I got it right.
You're so good.
I forget every other character's name.
I don't have a token for her, but probably
Dumb thought.
would be in dumbass thought.
Dumb ass.
Definitely, yes.
What about the what's it called? The side characters, the ones we didn't introduce till like way later.
Pixie one, or the
Yeah,
sprite,
there's
whatever
a
it was.
Yeah, the pixie, and then there was
Was it like Tracy or something? I don't
Oh,
remember.
Shaz and Lula?
That's right.
Chaz and
Lula. They don't get a place in here.
What about
I think
Ken?
they're both bastards, but I'm not
Lula's
sure.
a
I think
bitch.
Shaz is a depressed thought because he was so
No.
sad about being excluded from everything.
Oh, Lula is
Depressed
a
bitch.
bitch.
Depressed
The way that she introduced herself, just
Lula's an edgy bitch for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I can
what
see
is
that.
what a, I hate her.
What about Cannoneer Squad 2? What do you think about Cannoneer Squad 2?
They,
Dumbass bitch.
I was thinking dumbass for sure.
Let me see.
We got
We
one
can't
depressed
get-
bitch, and they're so alone. That is why they're depressed
Yeah,
and bitchy.
this is how you learn what kinds of characters you need to make more of.
Yeah.
We need more edgy thoughts and depressed
Just keep this
bitches.
page on
Hold
the
on.
side.
Gary goes right here. Okay.
I feel like we got a lot of thoughts going on here. Listen, a little bit of depression. Maybe we need more edgy thoughts. You know,
Oh, edgy thought.
could use some
Hello?
depressed bitches. Oh, there it is. He was a thought.
Hello.
That's true. That fits.
I bring this up in season 2. I'm like, Chino, you need to do some more.
We'll definitely need to do some like ranking thing individually for like characters for some skill. It doesn't have to be this, and then we'll just have to compare like what we thought of the characters from our character's point of view.
Would
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
would
That'd be cool.
Mama be an
Rationale.
edgy thought?
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
So she's just a dumbass thought a little bit. I don't know why.
Is she dumbass? I don't know. I mean,
Well, she's
you
like very cunning. She is cunning. I feel like dumbass does not mean intelligent sometimes. I think
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
seen
yeah,
sometimes you just do
Like
shit.
Kronk.
That's
is
actually true.
Smart. Kronk
Smart-
is
smart-
smart and whatnot.
yeah, smart people just do stupid shit sometimes, like just for fun.
You can be
Doesn't make it smart.
You can be smart and then say, "Okay, I'm going to jump on a train." You understand the risk you're taking, but you're still doing it. That's a pretty bad move, but you
like-
understand it. That seems
The risk is calculated. You know,
It's just wow. It's not a good calculation.
unfavorable odds.
Unfavorable.
Are there really no other depressed bitches in this fucking story?
Think- I mean, she doesn't have a token, but I feel like Zisha's a depressed bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, that's
true.
good.
I agree
Well,
with
actually,
that.
I feel like
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, you know your character more than I, but I feel like she's been edgy so far.
She
more
seems
than
edgy
anything.
more than depressed, but
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe that's just because she's
yeah.
baller,
Maybe
but you
that's
know,
a meta
She-
thing. Maybe I'm
she also,
projecting.
maybe.
I mean, the lost daughter thing's kind of.
She doesn't care about her daughter.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I haven't
Okay.
seen them even.
I'm writing your
have-
character for you.
I haven't seen them have their kid or like. I don't know if their kids are real. I think they might be making it up.
Wait, they're tricking us. They're just trying to get sympathy from us. What
Oh
the
my
hell?
god.
Yeah,
It's
Liz,
all an
that's messed up.
insurance scam.
my scheme.
You
I'm
really
mad at you.
like you think
Insurance.
yeah, an insurance
I actually
scam.
just want to get you guys to like go on a heist in the bar vault with me, and then we're gonna
God.
just take the money and run.
And we're gonna be like, what does that have to do with your daughter? You're just like, don't just
So
trust
what,
me.
daughter?
Oh, my daughter.
Oh my god.
That'd be funny.
What's the Altia chick, the main one, the one that pushed her into the water? I
Yes,
think she's an edgy, but
The
yeah,
ma-
yeah.
I don't have my notes.
Yeah,
up.
I think she's an edgy
Yaska?
bastard.
Actually,
Yes, go.
have-
Oh, that one.
I had a token prep for her actually.
If we
from
want a bunch of
way
names, I have them.
before- Let me
Alright,
see.
if we want to go from names from the beginning, we could do the gods too. We haven't done the gods.
Oh,
See,
let's do
this-
the gods.
Liz, this is from before you gave me art, but
Really?
I was
Oh, yeah.
planning. I was maybe gonna introduce her, like have her like walk up to you in the lair and pretend to be somebody else. But this is what I had for her previously.
She's pretty. She looks like whatever actress, I don't remember her name, that plays Yennefer. Which
I feel like she's an
like that
edgy
to-
bitch
that
as well.
particular-
We have
Token.
Tinkerton. We haven't done him.
Tink. Oh man, Tink is a depressed thought.
Ophelia.
Ophi. Ophi is a frog, so
MS thought.
she's a
No,
dumbass
she's none of
thought.
these. She's too good. No.
Her head is empty.
Head empty.
We want to
We'll
do like
say-
characters that we met once. Are we
We'll
doing that?
pretend that this is Ophi, okay? This is my Lily thing. She's here somewhere.
Oh, nice. Are we doing characters we met once, or are we just gonna
Dude, Yaza? Yaza?
Gawain?
It's a dumbass bastard for sure.
Oh, what about that guy, the snooty guy at the
Duke Kalen?
Kalen's-
Oh,
the
Fabian?
snooty one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Fabian.
Oh, I never wrote
He's
it
a
down.
he's a depressed bastard.
Are you sure he's not a thought? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning
Man,
toward.
the depressed. Maybe he's a depressed.
He was hitting
Really?
on Gallet a lot, you know.
Was.
He was
Oh.
laughing at
Gallet's
all
jokes were There
was
were
laughing
horrible
at
jokes and
them.
he
He
laughed.
was
Yeah,
laughing at
no.
all my
That's
jokes.
true.
He was
That's
blatantly
true.
enjoying the jokes. So.
The
Yeah,
crappy
which is,
jokes
there's
and no one
no
else
other
liked.
reason to be doing that, so that makes sense.
No other way.
Tyler, I'm sorry, Tyler.
It's okay, me and Scruffles will tell our jokes over here, right, Scruffles?
That's right. Where's my fucking? Do I not have it?
Was
anymore?
Marina? I'm correct. All right.
You're so correct.
I'm correct. I see you understand the Valorant terms.
Where is my boyf?
I am
Where is
gonna
he?
go
Aaron
for the
is a
night.
dumbass thought.
Night.
Good night,
Oh,
guys.
Bye.
We won! You killed
It's
demons!
3 in the morning.
You're
Yeah.
Woohoo! You did it.
Whoa.
See
Have
ya.
a good
See ya.
night.
It was
Have
fun.
a good night.
Vamonos.
Fun.
Peace. Thanks for the
You
fun,
guys.
sir.